Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Studio Lilium. I'm your host, DJ Timogen, and we got ourselves a very fun show for you today. Alright, so get ourselves stretched out. Good morning, everybody! Goodness, we actually had a lot of people coming up here at the beginning. Tryhard Pony, Lemon Drizzle, Lord Chin Chin. Wonderful name. We're gonna get started really soon. This will be great. We got something happening. Basically what's gonna go down is the following. We're gonna play Bringer of Chaos New Game Plus. Now here's the thing, Bringer of Chaos is very challenging. Like, so challenging that I might get mad. That's okay, because you know, the only thing that can make it worse is if we have like more than 100 people watching, and that tends to be the case for Xenoblade streams. Woo! Donkey Nuts! Nice name. Mew Lover, hello! Jonathan Stead, ha bye! Crimson Dragon, Jose Eduardo, my dude, and Jing. Alright, gang is starting to funnel in. We're gonna get started, but before we do, I will, I'm just gonna go ahead and play some of this. Before we go into New Game Plus, I just want to fight against the Super Boss, just to make sure that we still got it, to make sure that our party setup is there, and then we're gonna start the New Game Plus, when everyone's here. How's everyone doing today? How many of you guys have played Bringer of Chaos? Out of curiosity. Let's just fight Super Boss. It doesn't have to be a good one, just Super Boss, so I don't have to feel so bad about myself. I find it's funny because I was kind of hoping that the new DLC Blade will come out in the next couple of weeks. There's supposed to be a what's it called? The Chrome Katana that's going to be coming out, but I'm kind of worried that it's coming out after Golden Country does, because the thing is, I was planning on making like my final Xenoblade video to be like a Blade ranking thing, and it hasn't happened yet. Bringer of Chaos is quite a treat. It's fun, but I think as though I find difficulty fun, so it might not mean so much to you guys. Yeah, so there's like some stuff. I don't think we have to worry too much about spoilers, because I kind of predict that Bringer of Chaos is gonna be really tough, anyway. So yeah. Okay, do you know what? Do we want the Shulk or do we want the Cassandra? No, the Shulk is better. Sorry, Cassandra, but Shulk is actually the better one. Although, when we do start unlocking Modak, I will be using Cassandra for the fights, just to let you guys know. Yeah, let's bring the Chaos. Alright, yeah, for those guys that haven't tried Bring Chaos, it's weird, because it's about, I've beaten Tyranitan Cruradil in 4 minutes 56 seconds, which is a lot faster than my original time, which was like more than twice as long, I think. So basically, the general idea is that you would have to like exploit fusion combos. Like that's how you win. Like that's literally how you win. But the thing is though, you can't do fusion combos until Nim goes first. Also, by the way, for all intents and purposes, Nim is considered the best in the game, or the best healer for Bringer of Chaos. Chapter 6 in custom sounds annoying too. That's basically what it is though. This isn't my idea. This is an idea that a lot of other people have figured out too. So like I'm not trying to claim that this is my own. Part of what makes Bringer of Chaos so annoying too is that your level 4 takes such a long time to build up. But the thing is that we have a bunch of tricks up our sleeve at this point, so it's okay. Here we go. And then I'll just cancel this out to a level 4. Doing a level 4 special does a lot more DOT, or dot damage over time, compared to doing like any other level 2, like level 2 or 3. That's pretty much what it's going to be, though. Okay, now conditions are more or less set. The best way, just so you guys know, I have a bunch of luck modifiers on my Poppy. No. Oh, you're killing me. I tried to get the launch. Okay, come on, let's do it again. There we go, murder ray to cancel that out. And I also have a overclocking bangle on Tora to make sure that I can reliably switch between characters. So here we go. A challenge where you only do story blades? I think that's possible. I mean, I use Poppy QT Pie a lot, so that's entirely a possibility. Oh boy. Oh man, that was one of the things I hate about this boss, is that, like, these are all potentially run-ending. Oh boy, alright. So, this is where things get hairy. Yeah, okay, he's going to do a battle alert. Like, I really can't do anything about this. And my volcano is actually beginning to run out too. Ultra Annihilation Flare, yeah. Okay, I think we messed up this run. We took a little bit too long to make stuff. Okay. Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, we gotta make sure breaks do no effect. Thankfully, we do know the auto attack move cancel trick. Oh my goodness, his break resistance is so high past this point. We may have to retry doing this. Oh no, we got it. Okay, okay. Okay, stone break. Okay, topple him again. Alright, yeah, just make sure we get this. Yeah, it's quite fun. Also, if the stream's lagging, there's nothing really that I can do at my end, unfortunately. I wish there was something I could do, but, oh boy. Hang on a second, Bone Crusher. Oh, come on, break, break, break. Oh, the bounce, the shield. No! Oh boy. You're killing me, game. The RNG was not in my favor that time. Okay, that's the good thing about having two topples on your team, though. I should have done that faster. Oh my goodness, Shulk is super useful. Honestly, Shulk is, for all intents and purposes, one of the best blades in the game. Which is, it's really funny because it's not even because he himself is particularly strong. It's just that he has that one thing that I find that that's usually the case with a lot of blades. Is that a lot of the best blades don't even necessarily have like a million tricks up their sleeve. It's just that they have this one thing about them that makes them stand out. My least favorite blade. That's a good question. It's hard to. I guess, I don't know, I guess it would be Gorg, not because I don't like him, it's just that I don't have as much reason to use him as I do like any of the other blades. Oh, you can murder ray me? Don't do it. Don't murder me. Oh boy, we may have to actually retry this. Also, I made a mistake, I forgot to get my earphones, so there's like no... I don't know, Rock is annoying too. Yeah, it's between Gorg or Rock. Like, they're both equally, like, out of my favor. Yeah, they're both equally out of my favor. Oh, man. But yeah, that's one of the nice things, though, about Bringer of Chaos, is that, like, it does force you to sort of, like, change up your stuff and use different things instead, compared to just using, you know, like, the same stuff that you've been using over and over again. It's interesting, actually, because of custom, the way that custom works, you're able to, what's it called? You're able to sort of use whatever blade you want for whatever consequence. Oh, my mistake. We keep making mistakes. That's okay, whatever. We got it. Yeah, the weird thing about Rock that annoys me is the fact that he does damage to you. Like, why? Why is there a blade that does damage to you? Okay, that's 49,000. Can I at least get some builds for this, please? Come on, come on. Break. Oh, it's so high. It's very high. Even for all my luck. Oh boy. Okay, wait, can we retry this? Let's retry this. Did I rush the New Game Plus? No, we haven't started New Game Plus yet. We will be soon, though. And when we do, honestly, like, the nice thing about this is that I don't have to feel so bad. Actually, no, it's already been 10 minutes. Let's not. Okay. Okay, hang on. We're going to quickly pause the game. By the way, please enjoy this artwork by Weirdo. This was a concept that I thought up like a couple of weeks ago on a stream, and Weirdo was kind enough to make art based on it. It's a outfit swap of Poppy QT Pie for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, obviously, and then 2B from Nier Automata. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try this. Okay, let's see. New Game Plus. Alright, just want to make sure. Also, Nia just crashing the party. Okay. Hopefully I, like, actually, you know, do well in terms of pacing for this one. Agat's alright. She's good. That's the thing, she's just good. That's how I feel about a lot of the blades, is that a lot of the blades are good. It's just that, like, if I were to make, like, a top 10, then those top 10s are, like, substantially stronger. Also, we're using Mithra. Oh, that was hard. And Legend of Tux, how you doing? But let's just hope that I do the pacing just right. There were times where I would walk all around, and then for whatever reason, the game would just, like, I would just forget that, oh, wait, we could just quick travel there. I think this is my 5th time playing this game. I actually haven't played through this game that much. I've played this game a lot. I haven't really played through it. Also, there's a Mithra with her, as I like to call it, her Camilla skin. It's not though. But the thing is, let's use the best blade. Sorry, Mithra, but your time is up. It was really funny. I remember getting into, like, having this discussion with someone that was so adamant that, yeah, like, this person was so adamant that Mithra was the best blade. She's good. She would fit in my top 10, no problem. Yeah, sure, let's have the Cloud Seeking. This looks so nice. Oh, sorry, hang on. Let me just mute myself so I can get some music in here. Hang on. Wait. Okay, we got it. Just wanted to make sure. I have to get my earphones in, otherwise it will not work. Yeah, so, like, there's it's weird because every class, like, it's really hard to tell any class that would be, like, you know, where every member of that class could be considered good. It's not like that, really. I guess it's just because people appreciate different things. And again, that's the reason why I like Bringer of Chaos and custom mode so much, is because Bringer of Chaos, it's the challenge that we've always wanted, or at least that I've always wanted, but then what's it called? A custom mode lets you play with whatever blade you want with no consequence. I love that. I really love that, because, you know, what if I want to do a crit heal Cassandra solo? Hello, JJJ. Oh, challenge battles, yay. What does this guy look like to you? It kind of reminds me of Lawrence Fishburne from the Matrix movies. I believe that this night holds the very meaning of our lives. Oh, Matrix, what a divisive series. Like, well, the first movie wasn't all that divisive, but then moving forward, it's just like, what on earth happens? There was so much goodwill from the fan base. The Aegis Sword classes, yeah. Well, I guess what the person meant was the weapon classes that are, like, belonging to rare blades. Because Aegis swords are, like, only for the, Aegis swords are only for the, story-based blades, Pyra and Mithra. Although, in my opinion, I actually prefer Pyra over Mithra, which is kind of my thing. Solo Orion with Gorg on Bringer of Chaos. Oh boy, I don't know the thing about that. By the way, how many of you guys are from the Octopath crew? Because I have a little announcement for those of you guys who were kind enough to join me on today's stream. Just a show of hands, show of invisible hands right now. Yeah, Fairy Leviathan. Also, hello, Fairy Leviathan. Sorry, I meant to say hello to you sooner. But yes, I was thinking, you kind of remind me of Morpheus. It was really funny, because the thing about Lawrence Fishburne is that I literally only know him from 2 movies prior to Ant-Man and the Wasp. One of them was Apocalypse Now, where he was very young. And then the other one was The Matrix, which is the one that he's most known for. And then it was just really nice to see him again in Ant-Man and the Wasp, because I think the only time I've ever seen him in anything before that... Well, no, wait, he was in Man of Steel, wasn't he? But I just remember that he was in the Muppets sitcom They made a Muppets, like, it was like an Office spoof kind of deal. Kind of, like, not really, but, like, the style of the show was kind of like The Office, the American one, anyway. Oh, cutscene. Yes, okay, so Shuri Blaze Blue, if you're part of the Octopath crew, you were kind enough to join me on today's stream. I just want to say that tomorrow morning, there is going to be an Octopath video for Ophelia the Starseer, so hope you look forward to that one. So I'll let you guys know that, yes, tomorrow morning there is going to be a video for Ophelia. Because, like, I felt bad because there's just only so much that I could do when it came to the builds with, like, how do I make a video out of this, right? I'm trying to, like, change it up. I felt a little bit bad because there's so much utility that I tend to overlook, that I tend to focus, okay, what if I want to look at damage? What if I want to look at utility? So that's what happens. Also, Tenchi, thank you very, very much for $20. This will probably go towards a headset. I hope. A better quality headset for you guys, because I'm starting to lean away from using desktop microphones now, just because my house is actually starting to get a little bit crowded. So it's very, very tough when, like, because, like, here's the thing, the layout of my house, I don't live in a basement, like some people accuse me of. I actually live on the ground floor. Yeah, let me get the golden cylinder. Watch me fail these.
Time for some treasure hunting.
Ugh. Due. Tre. Okay, but yeah, it was just like the layout of my house is like I'm right beside a bathroom, so if someone so much as opens a faucet, you're gonna hear it on the video. So I'm just like, oh boy. I should really do a thing. Like, honestly, I feel bad because, like, I really should do a thing to, like, signify whenever someone donates. That way it's actually worth their while, aside from me just saying thanks. Oh, thank you very much, though. I want to say that right now. Thank you very much. It's just that, like, I feel bad because, like, I've seen some streamers, they have this thing pop up. They have this thing pop up whenever a donation comes in, and then they just play that, and it's just like, oh, I should do that. But how do you do that? Like, how do you make a chime? It's like sounding a chime, essentially. And I would have no idea. So that's kind of why I feel bad. Also, it's nighttime now. What is there left to do in Bringer of Chaos mode? It's just tougher stuff. So I'm hoping, we haven't really done any fights yet, but I'm hoping that the story-based bosses are going to be substantially tougher. I just want to get these. Is it even possible to get 8 Orb Chain Attack? I feel like maybe if you had like a bunch of Common Blades with Orb Master, it might work. But it's just so much effort that I don't think it's worth it. Not to mention because one of the big strategies is to do fusion combos, which is what I tried doing, but unfortunately that's quite RNG centric too. Like, unless of course someone out there knows how to like make it super easy to do. But again, also just know that I haven't played this game in a week, so there's that thing to consider. Awesome guy. Oh, it's your first day of high school. I hope you enjoy it. I don't have any qualms about being level 99 for this. But yeah, Bringer of Chaos, like, I see it feels a little bit tough. Honestly, like, the super bosses in and of themselves were, like, noticeably more challenging. Like, you know, at the beginning of today's stream, I fought against Tyrant Titan Kurudil, and actually, the thing that annoyed me about that, though, is that I guess there was a little bit too much RNG involved. But honestly, that is the challenge that people have been wanting, you know? Like, I don't like it when they just, like, you know, they just made everything insane to the point of, like, oh, everything's like, oh, more health, more attack frequency. And I like the attack frequency thing. That's pretty cool. I'm not a very big fan of making things do more damage and have more health because, like, that's just the easiest thing to do. But the fact that they're, like, coupling that with a bunch of other things, like party gauge draining, all these different other things, that it makes me realize, oh, we actually need to think about this now. Is Telos still broken? I hope so. Pretty sure she is. Yeah, she is. My very first Tyrant Titan Kurudil kill was with a Telos Fiora team. Yeah, like, Telos will always be good. Like, pretty much everyone that was already good there's a good chance they still are, with a few exceptions where maybe they might not be quite as good. Nim is a lot better in Bringer of Chaos, or at least she's a lot more useful in Bringer of Chaos due to her fusion combo heals. It's for that reason I consider her the best healer. And we're probably gonna have the entire party set up be Tora. Yeah, we're probably gonna have our party set up be like Tora. I don't know if I'm gonna play as Tora. Morag. I might end up playing as Morag for the majority of the stream. I hope I can play as Morag for the majority of the stream. As Cassandra, no less. Will you level yourself down? Probably not. I don't. It depends. Like, we'll see how this goes. Because honestly, as far as I'm aware, levels only affect your HP, and everything does more damage. So, yeah. Will you be using Jin in the alien ship? Oh, we can have Jin. That's cool. We can have Ultra Slash. Wait. Oh, wait, no, but I don't think I can use him, can I? I've not played this game in a while, so I'm used to pressing X to go into the menu. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. No, you're not the only one that thinks that, Tryhard Pony. I think that's the case. Like, don't get me wrong, Cosmos is good. She's just a little overhyped. That's all. She's just very overhyped because she's super rare. She's just super rare. That's all it is. And the level... Like, the level 2 special... Like, she's a one-trick pony, but it's a very good trick, which is a level 2 special. And in Bringer of Chaos, it's made even, like, less useful because... Well, no, maybe it could be more useful because maybe AoE is more important for you at that time. But yeah, just to kind of put that out there. I can... Oh no, I don't know how to play this game. That's true, and for some people it wasn't even that rare. For me, I like, it's funny because to this day I still get comments of people telling me that, oh, she's so rare. But like, I haven't seen anything like that though. Hang on, wait a second. Let me no, but then it doesn't matter because like the enemy aggro is gonna be okay. But yeah, it's just that the way that I feel about Cosmos is that I never really thought too much about her. I still get comments to this day of people complaining that she's impossible to get. But for me, I never had that problem. Personally, like, I actually got Cosmos relatively early. Like, it was after I beat the game. But like I was playing, making videos, fighting against super bosses, trying to figure out how to play the game. And then I got her. But the thing is, no one got nerfed though. It's just that everyone else, it's just that all the enemies got buffed in Bringer of Chaos, but like no nerfs have happened, which I'm glad. So that's the other thing I liked about Bringer of Chaos in custom mode, is the fact that there's no real reason to nerf anything. Like, they didn't nerf anything, and honestly, I don't like it when games get, like, I don't like it when games nerf things in single player, because, like, well, what's the point in nerfing? Like, it's a single player game, it's not like you're competing. It's not like there's leaderboards or anything like that for challenge mode. It's just like, it's just how you play. So in the case of, what's it called? Like, just in the case of like characters like Cosmos, like they're super powerful, but there's no real reason to nerf them because there's other things that you can do. Same thing goes for characters like Telos or Fiora. Like, they're all very, very powerful blades, but like, what do you do? Also, hello, Mickey. Am I going to use Zeke Pandoria? Should I? I could. Also, what movies are you getting ads for? Oh no, it's Malos. Alright, see ya. See ya, Bringer of Chaos, Malos. Akos is good for Bringer of Chaos. I actually don't remember that much about Akos. I remember, like, I made the video about him, and usually whenever I make a video for someone, I tend to know all about them at that point, just because I'm like, oh, there's just so much that I need to, like, memorize, there's so much I need to know in order to, like, because you know, every blade is significantly different from each other, even though they share movesets. Are you talking about the Eye of Shining Justice build?
And so...
Oh, for the record, when it comes to NL, I really like his stuff, but the thing is, I actually make a conscious decision to avoid his videos, not because I don't like him, but I'm very wary of plagiarism or subconscious plagiarism. The only exception being his Eye of Shining Justice build. But the thing is, though, for that video, I actually credited him as being the person that, you know, showed me that build right when I put it up. So like that I think that would be the exception of it. But I really do like the guy though. Same thing goes for Oh Richard and Octopath Traveler. A lot of people like to, like, especially in the Discord, people like to put up videos of his for Octopath Traveler, but I actually have to refuse to watch them, not because I don't like him or anything like that, it's just that I don't like the idea of having my work suddenly be, what's it called, influenced by that, because I run the very real risk of plagiarizing. It's also especially tough because sometimes sometimes the title alone would be enough, which is just like, oh boy. Oh yeah, no, she's available after you finish the story, as it turns out. Telos, anyways. I really like Telos. She's easily in the top 3 favorite blades. It's funny because just the other day I was thinking to myself, like, how do we make a top 3? Oh, sorry, like making a list of like the best blades, because I'm planning on doing that for after the last DLC blade comes out. And I was kind of just going through a thought process, thinking to myself, oh, hello, Veludra the Gudra. I was thinking to myself though, like, people value different things. It's really hard to do an overall list. But I feel like overall would be the best way to go at looking at them, because, like, you know, like, who's worth your investment the most? That's really what it boils down to. Who's worth your investment? I thought the same thing when I did the Fire Emblem tier list for Warriors. But yeah, my favorite blade. It's hard to pick. Like, design-wise, Cassandra's my favorite blade, but in terms of usability, it's Poppy, QT Pie, Hana JD. Yeah, Hana JD is my favorite in terms of usability. The thing is, if I were to make a top, like a top 10 though, like Shulk would definitely be it. Shulk, Fiora. Actually, no, I don't know. Like, I was actually thinking maybe Fiora would be like top 2, top 2, top 3 in the very least. But I think, yeah. What else? Yeah, top 3 offense, top 3 healers. It's weird because, again, like, the whole thing about custom mode means that this really doesn't matter nearly as much. But this is the way that some people think. That's kind of the funny thing. Oh, we don't have a... Oh, we don't have Cosmos with us. I think it's because Cosmos is on Zeke. Okay. But, yeah, it's just that... Oh, no. All of your trust ranks on New Game Plus stay. So, yeah, everyone's gonna be super OP when you go New Game Plus. But I'm hoping Bringer of Chaos does change things up a bit. I'm hoping. Like, as far as differences go, because remember, this is like the opening, act of the game, right? Where everything's like stupid easy. Yeah, it does tend to be the case, but then again, like, to be fair, there are more female blades anyway, so it's way more likely that female blades tend to be stronger. The strongest male blade is without question Shulk. Without question. Oh, Shulk is really good. Like, it's just that the vision passive is super broken. Super broken, and considering that it came out at the same time as the boss timer, makes it so much easier for a player to just keep track. So that's what I like about it. What do you think of a Gion? Oh, okay. So here's the thing about a Gion. I was actually thinking about this too, and I'll let you guys know. I was thinking of doing some video stuff for this, but the thing about a Gion, it's kind of the same way that I felt about Gorg, actually. Not only are they both water types, but the thing about Aegeon is that he's a Chroma Katana, so it automatically makes him good in my eyes, because the Chroma Katana class is very good all around, just by moveset alone, and after that it's just passives that you need to think about. Also, look how glorious this looks. So the thing about Aegeon, though, is that, like, there's not really much that I could say about him that you couldn't already say about, like, Theory, for example, or that you could say about Percival, or you could say about, even Newt. Well, Newt is an interesting case, because she's like a tank. Like, she's very much a tank. So that's what it is, though. She's basically a Morag Blade. Like, just to buff her up. And her agility, which is cool, but there's not really much I could say. So the thing about that, though, because I know there are people that really, really, really want an Aegeon video, but it's really hard to justify doing that today, considering the game's been out for so long, and the fact that, like, there's just so much other stuff that we could be focusing on for this game eventually when more blades come out. Because there's going to be one more Chroma Katana coming out, and, like, that's going to be, like, I'm going to make the assumption that if we're going to follow the trends that we've been looking at with all these recent blades, that Chroma Katana is going to be the best in class. So, with that in mind, Aegeon will be in Golden Country, and he belongs to Hugo, who is currently my favorite character out of the drivers. Like, no, I like Laura, but it's just that Hugo seems really cool. Like, Hugo just seems like a really promising character. And, so basically, if that's the case, Aegeon might end up being the very first Blade showcase we do for Golden Country. So I guess kind of just to make up for that. Also Bridget, she's like ultra powerful. All done. Alrighty. Oh yes, okay, so I'll probably say this again because this is a Xenoblade stream. People have been suggesting playing Xenoblade 1, which is possible because I have a Wii U, and you could play Xenoblade Chronicles 1 on the Wii U. The thing is, though, is that I'd be totally down to play it, but I'd like it if there was like a twist. You know, again, there was some sort of twist to it, because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a very meaningful game on this channel now, which is great. But the thing is, though, I don't like the idea of just like, oh, I'm lost. Okay, I'm gonna read the guide and not read the chat, because I don't want to be lost. And then at the same time, it's gonna be like, I'd have to spend time beating the game too, which could also be a long time investment, because, you know, I want to play Golden Country, I want to play more Octopath. We'll see, though. We'll see how that goes. If it turns out that I end up maining Shulk for Smash Bros. If I end up maining Shulk for Smash Bros, that would be kind of funny too. And I think that would be even more incentive. I don't know, would that be alright? It's an Ethernet! Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like out of all the characters in Smash Bros, the person I'm most likely to main would end up being either Link or Cloud. Maybe Cloud, because there's that mod that someone did for Smash 4. Someone did a mod for Smash 4 where Cassandra had Cloud's moveset. It was awesome. It was totally awesome, and I want that so bad. Okay. Would I stream Smash? I'd love to, but the problem is my internet connection isn't necessarily the best. So playing online matches would be very difficult. It would be very difficult to do properly. I'd love to, though. It's just that I don't have a very powerful internet. My least favorite healer. Good question. Least favorite healer would probably be... Ah, man. Let me think about that for a second. Oh, that's easy. Nia. Nia's my least favorite healer. Because you sacrifice a very good driver to get a healing blade. Like, why would you do that? Why? Horror Kid in Smash? Oh, yeah. Horror Kid. Oh, man. It's... I hate speculation though. It's because think about speculation for Smash. It really does start feeling like reaching. I remember someone uploaded a picture of Subspace Emissary, and they had the outline of the clouds, so it looked like Ridley was in Smash. I was like, oh my goodness, you guys. That's not it. Would you guys be down to see a Subspace Emissary stream with one of my friends? Like, it would just be me and my friend playing 2-player Subspace Emissary. Would you guys be down for that? Or am I the only, or will it literally just be the two of us? Actually, no, I think it would still be fun anyway. That'd be so funny. It's the Subspace Emissary stream, and it's just me and my friends, like, taking way too long because we're just making the same mistakes over and over again. That sounds like something that we do. Oh, wait, let's go to Tora's house. Goodness, don't talk while playing video games. But that's kind of the thing, though. Like, I guess least favorite blade is Nia. Not because I don't like her as a healer blade. It's just that, like, I don't like the cost. The cost of her being a healer blade. I live in North America. Oh, with the Marja. Wait, what movies did you send for the ads? Oh no, we don't know how to play this game. Yeah, it's really weird because, like, I really like... Well, to be fair, one of my favorite blades is, Shiba. So I guess that kind of cancels it out, maybe? Or no, it just brings us to -2. Also, what's his name? Isn't Adam supposed to be, like, a wind element? The Little Stranger and the Happy Time Murders by Universal? I'll have a look at those later. I don't know, like, I don't know, if you guys wouldn't mind me playing Subspace Emissary for fun on a stream. Like, the thing is, it would just be me and my friend playing it too. We'd probably get, like, maybe, like, at most 30 viewers at a time, but I'd be totally down for that nonsense. Oh, you change their weapons to change elements. Okay. Oh, that's cool that he's electric, because electric means that he's similar to Zeke. I like that. Now, Shiba's meh, but she's a very meaningful blade for me, because she's the reason I beat this game as quickly as I did. She's a very meaningful blade. Oh, whoops. Oh, I clicked something. Oh, well. Just give me some time. Oh, wow, chat. Okay, hang on. It's just speeding up. I'd love to play Subspace. I don't know. I'll call up one of my friends, and we'll play Subspace live. We just need to make sure that we're totally clear that we can't use my real name because of protecting the innocent. Primarily you guys. If you guys learn my name, your faces will melt off, and your souls will be crushed by the gravity of it all. And honestly, like, I don't want to be held liable for such a thing. Need to find Krabbos. The 3-viewer Breath of the Wild streams on Twitch. Oh yeah, those were the days, weren't they? Oh my goodness, Fiora's so cute in this. Like, I've seen like a lot of people complained about her design in this game because they played the first one. But the thing is, I never played the first one, so I took her at face value. But then I saw the old pictures, and I saw the old pictures of Fiora, and I didn't like them that much. It looked weird. Maybe it's because she had like a really big nose. I don't know. So that's what it is. It's just like, I kind of prefer this design because it's just... Wait, who drew this blade, actually? Is it Saito? Sorry, hang on, let me just... Oh, no. Okay, it's a different artist. What's my honest opinion on the voice acting? Ooh. That's a question that I love to answer. And it's that... Wait. Did I have to kill more of these? I'm sorry. I should really keep track of these things. Okay, hang on. I'd never use this menu. Okay, yeah, we just gotta go back to Torgoth. We don't even have to walk. I keep forgetting that you can just do this, which is great. What do I think about the voices? I like it. I really like the English voice acting. In fact, I would actually go as far as to say that I liked it more than the Japanese voice acting. I don't know, it's mainly because this is the first one that I've heard, so I'm more used to it. But I don't know, I think part of the reason why I liked the English voice acting a lot was because these are all characters that I've never heard before. That's a very valuable thing to me, because I love looking into voice acting. I like to see all this stuff that people have regarding, this person voices this character, and that's so meta because they also voice this character who's very different or very the same. Oh man, a blade drawn by Araki would be amazing. They should have had Gorg drawn by Araki. Oh, that would have been... No, actually no, a Gion would have been pretty sick too. Or like an inhuman looking blade to make him look like a stance. That would be amazing. Let's play Weenie Hut Jr. mode. Alright, here we go. But yeah, I really like the voice acting in this game though, because these are all voices I've never heard before. And that's cool. I like that. Like, I like the fact that I can play a game without feeling like people are reading off the lines. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sidon. Oh, no. Okay, we're almost there. Get my diagonal hits. Oh, man, pro gamer. Pro gamer. Come on. Yeah. I can't get my diagonal hits on these. Like, I haven't done this in so long. I think it's because I'm used to using this on a Joy-Con grip. So I'm terrible. I'm just terrible at doing diagonals. This is gonna... Okay. Cool. 3 hits. No! It's okay. Seriously? I thought I hit him! Like, I thought I hit him before he hit me. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, see, like, this, if I had a diagonal hit, if I was good at this game and did diagonal hits, then I would have been A-okay with this. Also, I messed up. I didn't get nearly as enough crystals. Oh. Okay, cool. So, okay, that's basically what it is, though. It's like, the voice acting... The lip-syncing's a little bit distracting. But honestly, though, because I talked to... for those of you guys that haven't already seen, I had the interview with Sky Bennett. And I remember saying, this is like... I remember saying to my... saying to her that... Like, the lip-syncing was kind of weird, but I liked the choice that they made. And it's that I'd rather have our best performance... instead of having to funnel our performance to match the cutscene, like to match the lip syncing, which is a much better thing to do. As a result, the writing could shine through. There's more versatility for that. Not to mention that when it comes to the voice acting in and of itself, the performances, I mean, yeah, okay, so people complain about Rex a lot. Here's the thing, though. When you're voice acting a game, particularly as a main character, you're gonna have a bunch of lines. You're gonna have a bunch of lines, and you know, like I like to have this analogy where, let's just say you're at a shooting gallery, or not, a shooting range. Okay, you're at a shooting range, and you have a mark that you gotta hit. You take several shots at it with, you know, like you take a couple of shots. It's like, you know, 8 bullets, 1 in the chamber for a total of 9. You take 9 shots. and then you're going to hit bullseye, but sometimes you'll hit outside the bullseye, but it's still okay. At least you hit the target. You didn't hit the bullseye, but you got the target. But for a main character, it's like using a Gatling gun, a minigun, if you will, because you're taking so many shots because you have to. That is your role, that you have to have the most lines in the game, that, like it or not, you will completely miss. And it's not necessarily your fault, that's just the nature of the gun, you know? So yeah. I just wish that the direction, the localization team was the same as Xenoblade 1, because I heard Xenoblade 1 was like the new golden standard for localizing Japanese RPGs. So the thing is, yeah, it tends to be very divisive, because some people just straight up prefer Japanese over dub. Like, they prefer sub over dub no matter what, and that's cool. Like, you know, if I were to watch an anime, I'd prefer to watch it in Japanese, because I really like Japanese voice actors. But, you know, for this one, though, I really liked it, because it's just that every voice is unique. I really liked, particularly, I really liked Arena E as the Poppies. Like, I think her performance was the only performance that actually made me feel emotional in this game. Not to say that there was no emotion in this game, it's just that I don't really get emotional from playing games that much, with the exception of, like, anything that Hideo Kojima makes, but that's an exception. Have I heard of Wargroove? I have not. Also, hello, Jojo! Vitality is useless. What are you talking about? Don't level Vitality. Dark Souls 3? Are you kidding me? You're trying to be a hovel monster or something? Yeah, but so anyways, like, I think one of the things too, again, like, a lot of the voice acting tends to be a little bit cliche for the Japanese dub. There's nothing wrong with cliches, it's just that I don't really... I'd rather have an alternative if given the choice. So, you know, I really like Shino Tsunodi's voice work as Pyra, but then the thing is, though, she just seems... I don't know, she just seems very... I can't really say too much. I guess it's because it's a little bit too typical, and I didn't like the, like, you know, it's such a damsel in distress kind of voice, and, you know, and that's their choice, and I respect that choice, but I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Sky's take on both Pyra and Mithra. Can I just... Wait, I can just do this, right? Yeah, I'm Lollipop. I'm playing the game BOC. I was kind of hoping that they would increase the levels of everyone. That would have been nice if they increased the levels of all the enemies. But well, I'm just testing it though, because I've never played Bringer of Chaos New Game Plus, and this is like my live playthrough of this for the first time. I'm hoping the bosses will get more challenging. I'm looking forward to seeing how the that war machine in Temperantia goes. Yeah, and also another thing too, I just want to mention, like, I like to remind people that when you're voice acting a video game, you have no other actors to work with. You're not... Like, sometimes, I think for Mass Effect 3, they tried to do a thing where someone does their dub first, and then, if it's a conversation, they'll play that recording for the other voice actors so that it's like they're talking to them, which is cool. I think there were some exceptions. I remember seeing footage of, what's his name, Seth Green and Trisha Helfer talking to each other in a studio booth, which I thought was pretty awesome. But yeah, like, that's what it is though. But then for most games like this, especially for Japanese RPGs where there's so much dialogue that they just can't do it. They need to just get everyone on whatever time that they can, regardless of whether or not there's people around. Oh no, this is the thing where I just get lost. Yeah, things are dying pretty quickly. We may level down. Oh wait, this is the part that always annoys me. This is like, help. Wait, what level are people usually when they're at this part? Like, they're like level 15, right? Oh boy. This is just one of those things where you just gotta wait. Oh, okay, cool. I swear, I remember like the first time I did this one, I was here for a very, very long time that I kept killing enemies, but because of the way that the experience drops works in this game, you get like almost no experience after a while, so I was like, yeah, great. It was level 12 or 11. Okay, we'll lower ourselves to 11 then. Actually, we can just warp back. Okay, starboard balcony. Have you played Nier Automata? Shuri, that is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm planning on playing it for my birthday. Like, I'm planning on restreaming it for my birthday. It is, without question, one of my favorite games of all time. It's so good. Like, I want more people to play that game. Like, if people love story-based games, Nier Automata is like one of the first things that I would show you guys. Because the thing about Nier Automata is that it's very story-based, but it didn't feel like there were hours worth of cutscene. Like, it didn't feel like there were hours upon hours worth of cutscene to go through. Not like this game. Or, like, whenever I think of story-based games, I think of, like, Metal Gear Solid. Although, I heard, like, the Xeno... What's it called? The Xeno series overall has really, really long cutscenes. How much did you like the narrative? Like, oh man, I loved it, and it's one of those rare cases where, like, you know, I love the Japanese voice work for that game. It was really good, particularly for the two main characters. Also, it's probably because like they both Japanese voice actors voice characters that I liked in anime that they were in, but also the dub version though, the voice direction was so good. Like I've never heard of Kyle McCarley. But then when I heard him in this game, I'm just like, oh, that's amazing. Would Xenoblade 2 fans like Nier? I think they would. I like to think that they would. I like to think that they would. But it depends though, like, because here's the thing, Nier Automata, it's a very mature game. It's a very, very mature game, and I don't know, it depends, like, it was one of those weird things where I don't want to underestimate people either, because of their age, but at the same time, I do feel like a lot of the impact of the game would be lost on younger viewers, because Yoko Taro loves his theater. He really loves his theater, and a lot of the elements that he uses, also he loves his philosophy. Like, he loves his philosophy, so I feel like that kind of stuff would be lost on it. There's also like a lot of themes about that game that would be a lot harder for younger players to relate to, because I don't know, like I feel like people would, like, if you like Japanese RPGs, well, Nier isn't a Japanese RPG, but it's like styles like one though, which is nice. So yeah, that's essentially what I would say. Goodness, that took forever. Yeah, and that's the thing about Yoko Taro, though, is that he knows how to make people feel. Like, he knows how to make people feel. I remember, actually, he had a lecture. He had a lecture for storytelling, and this was very valuable for me. He had a lecture for storytelling saying that whenever you try to make people feel sad, thing is though, everyone has different life experiences, so, oh, here we are. Everyone has different life experiences, so what makes one person feel sad won't necessarily make everyone feel sad, you know? And I remember we were talking about this when we were talking about Primrose's story from Octopath Traveler, which for me was really heavy, but for some people it's totally lost on them because they don't feel the impact the same way that I do. So the most important thing to do is to be as worldly as you can, to like kind of, when you're writing a story, you try to find like something that everyone could feel, and then you build on that. I think I can take him. Oh, okay. It's a bittersweet ending, particularly for the true ending, the ending E. It was a really good one though. Actually, it's funny because there's that one scene at the ending. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's a scene where a character goes through a lot of pain, and that character, he goes through a lot of pain, and my sibling, who was with me at the time, she actually had to leave the room because it was very reminiscent of the torture scene in Tokyo Ghoul, because it's the same voice actor and just seems really eerily similar. Oh, it's raining! Do we get like a special cutscene for this one now? Oh, I want to see this, I want to see this, I want to see this. It's raining, so like Fireblade.
These flames again.
It's her.
Oh my goodness, Bridget's silhouette looks amazing. Oh, she looks so epic. Like I remember like taking a million screenshots during this cutscene.
That's Morag, the Flamebringer. Morag? Special Inquisitor Morag.
Will I play Kingdom Hearts 3 when it comes out? I don't think so. I haven't even played the first game. I have it. I have the HD remaster.
Ultra powerful.
Ultra powerful.
Looks like they were waiting for us.
Yes, indeed. I did feel like.
Also, what's Pyra's outfit based off of?
Expected Dougal to slow you down at all.
It was you, right? You're the one who spread the rumor that I was going to be executed.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Oh yeah, the Palutena look for Bridget looks really nice. Oh my goodness, oh, the recharge happens to no one. Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, see ya. See ya, ultra powerful. Are you down to play Fire Emblem 3 Houses? Absolutely. I love Fire Emblem. I really, really love Fire Emblem. Like, heck, I even like Fire Emblem Heroes as much as I hate mobile games, but I love that one. I actually lucked out because for those guys that are familiar with that game, the banner that came out, I wanted to go for a green banner. I wanted to go for a green orb because Elincia. I love how Elincia looks in this new banner, but I ended up not getting her. But I got a Fallen Robin, so I was super excited for that one because I've been wanting Fallen Robin since they announced him, but they didn't give it to me. But now Fallen Robin and Fell Vessel Robin can now be on the same team, and that is just glorious. Okay, Umon's Shipyard, yeah? 2B and Smash Brothers would have been pretty fun. I was kind of thinking about that, but, well. I love Nier for Switch. That would be nice. No, but the thing is, though, like, but here's the thing, though. For me in Smash Bros. And adding new characters, I actually don't really... I don't mind if all the characters that we had right now would be it. Like, I would have been... Actually, no, I was okay with, like, having just everyone is here. That's all. I just leave it at that. I would have been totally okay with that. I'm glad that K. Rool was announced. I'm glad that Simon and Richter... Actually, no, I was super hyped that Simon and Richter were announced. And I'm happy that we got Chrom and Dark Samus. It's just that, you know, like, whatever. I mean, like, they're more characters. It's not for me, but it's for other people. So for me, on a personal level, I don't mind, but I wouldn't mind if we had no more. That's how I feel about it. So, like, when it comes to, like, wanting new characters, not really. Like, I know I like to make jokes about how, like, you know, Rex and Pyre will never be... Actually, I still feel like Rex and Pyre will never be in Smash. Just because, like, you know, like, outside of we want it so badly, or that people want it so badly, I don't even want it that badly either. I feel like if they ever added Rex and Pyro in Smash, you have two choices in terms of how he's going to work as a character. One, you make it very, very complicated, requiring a lot more work to have them alternate as characters, or you take the lazy route and have it so that Rex does all of the A-tilt abilities, and then all of the B specials are going to be Pyra. But that's just like, that feels really, really lazy and not true to the character, so I'd rather not have it at all if that was the case. Whereas, to make it really true to the character, which is something they tend to do, they don't skimp when it comes to characters Like, outside of Echo Fighters, they don't skimp. And when it comes to, you know, when it comes to making a Rex and Pyrrhus character, it's just such a complicated concept that it just wouldn't work. Wait, do we have any other puzzle tree wood? Oh, hey. Diamond Oak. So yeah, that's all it is. It's just that, like, I wouldn't mind if that was it. Like, this is the end of Smash Bros. Hey, Absol! Absol, the Misfortune Bringer. I'm glad you're able to enjoy the Morag build. Honestly, it's funny, actually. The thing about Morag is that when I first started making Xenoblade videos, people wondered why I never used her, and they thought it was because she was a bad driver. But I almost exclusively use her most of the time. If I'm not using Tora, there's a good chance I'm using her. Yeah, that's the thing. If Rex was a Shulk Echo, I'd rather he was not in the game at all. Although having Richter was pretty awesome, though. I was kind of like I remember saying that I'd love to have. Oh wait, we should have Crossette as our blade here for Nia. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Sorry, Dromark, but there's another cat girl that we need. Yeah, I was really excited for Richter because, for me, I've always considered Castlevania to be very important to Nintendo's history. Hey, Midna, have a good dinner. Yeah, when it comes to like Castlevania and how its impact, it was like I remember when I saw him in Symphony of the Night, or Richter in Symphony of the Night, which is not a Nintendo game. Seeing his moveset, particularly his uppercut, and how it carried on for the rest of certain other characters, such as like Jonathan, which is from Portrait of Ruin, which is a Nintendo game. I think, oh man, he'd be perfect for Smash Bros. But I knew that Simon was a much more iconic character. Like, Simon is like synonymous with the NES, or NES, however you want to pronounce it. He's synonymous for those. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, like, Smash 4 came out a couple of years after Xenoblade Chronicles 1, right? So, like, they need to give us time. Like, I feel that they do the spoiler thing with Rex's Final Smash with Ascended Pyra. Oh, climbing simulator. I like climbing simulator. Whew. Yeah, to be fair, they don't really care that much about spoilers either. Like, I feel like whenever there's a crossover game, they tend to not care about spoilers. But honestly, though, when it comes to, like, you know, when it comes to just Rex being in Smash in general, I actually kind of would prefer not, if it meant that they weren't going to, like, I guess, like, yeah, because remember, my biggest reason is because it's just a lot of work to do him right. Like, it's easy to make Echo Fighters, but Rex isn't an Echo Fighter. Or, like, his moveset doesn't lend itself to being an Echo Fighter. Yeah, it could be a chain attack, too. That's one idea. Burning Sword, Sacred Arrow would also be something they would do. Okay, let's go back to Uman. Oh yeah, actually that would be a funny thing too. Like, just because people like Nia. It's really funny because I know a lot of people that really like Nia, and I like to make jokes about the ultimate pairing equation, which is Rex x Nia plus all you guys. Also, wasn't there like a data mine that Elma was going to be in this game? It's funny because someone showed me pictures of Elma, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I hope she's in this game now. She looks cute. Okay. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's why I tend to not trust leaks. It's really funny though, because I remember there was a leak the morning of the Smash Direct, and everyone was freaking out. But, like, it turned out it was okay. Whoops. It turned out it was okay, because, like, they literally spoiled, like, one song and heavily implied that Simon was going to be in the game. And we got that, but we also got Chrom, Dark Samus, and K. Rool. K. Rool looks fun. K. Rool looks like a lot of fun. Like, I like seeing heavy characters. I wonder who's gonna be heavier, DDD or K. Rool. Oh, Zeke as a Cloud Echo would be really funny. That's kind of what I thought when I saw it. The only problem though is that, like, for a character like Zeke, you have to incorporate Pandoria somehow. Oh wait, no, lower level, please. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, see, okay. Here's the thing that bothers me about leaks. In and of themselves, like, whatever, right? Like, oh, it shows up, just don't go on the internet. What I don't like is when publications start reporting on them. Because first of all, it's an unofficial source. Second of all, it's not necessarily legit. You're reporting on lies, essentially, if that's the case. So it's just like, just don't do it, wait for the official announce, then report on it. Like, it's... Yeah, I guess it's kind of the leeway that YouTubers have over journalists, is because if you're a YouTuber, of course, do whatever you want, it's your channel. People will get mad at you, but, you know, it's your choice. But then with a journalist, though, like, whatever happened to integrity, you guys? Come on. Hey, Giovanni Mayorga. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Okay. I'm glad that I've played through and made so many mistakes of not fast traveling. Weakest Storyblade has to be Dromark. Yeah. It's not even that he's bad, it's just that everyone else is so OP. I remember, for me, it used to actually be Pandoria, but then they buffed up Pandoria for the New Game Plus update. Then they buffed up Pandoria, and I'm just like, whoa, this is awesome. And for a while, she was like the most powerful offense-based blade. For a while. We haven't had a bad time yet. I'm assuming that, like, once we get into, like, Chapter 5, then things are gonna get hairy. But hello, Hazel. How you doing? Yeah, so people were talking about, I guess people were talking about Xenoblade Chronicles X getting ported. Like that, I guess that would be cool, but I'd prefer a sequel. Just a completely new game. Because, like I said, like I know, yeah, one of my buds told me, Mr. Kuruse has told me that the what's it called? He told me that, like, there's not very much Xenoblade Chronicles X content, but just by virtue of being a port, there tends to be less buzz around it. So I'd much rather just prefer a new game. Not to mention that I feel like we'd be more receptive to a new game just because, you know, this game has really taken the series to a mainstream. So there's that too. What do I think about Oxygen? I think Oxygen is a great fire starter. Okay, can we have like a 16-bit Tressa for Smash Bros. Assist trophy? She just summons a bunch of people, like she summons a bunch of mercenaries and clerics. And damn. Oh, this game's so difficult. Oh no. This game is so difficult. It's tough. It's a tough one. I can't even get a level 2 special going on. Da 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 da. What's the matter? I really like Vandam's voice actor. He sounds really nice. He's very very chummy mentor type.
Hey, look what I found.
Alright. Oh, man. I really hope that more games try to take from the example of Octopath, where it's not about the graphics, it's about how you use the technology. Because yeah, that was a very charming game. It's just such a charming game, I remember. Okay, rear gates. Yeah, it'd been really nice if there was an alternative of just keeping this guy alive. I'm really looking forward to seeing Minoth. I'm really looking forward to seeing Minoth in Golden Country. They saw the pictures of him. It looks so cool. He actually kind of reminded me of what's his name? He kind of reminded me of Lucian from League of Legends a little bit. Maybe it's because he just has the hair and the guns, that hairstyle with the guns. Maybe that's the only reason why I thought he looked like Lucian. Everybody dies. Some just need a little help. Oh yeah, and that guy's also voiced by Patrick Seitz. Honestly, I'd love to try Xenoblade Chronicles X. Because like the style of the game, it's like a single player MMO, and that's very popular with people, I find. That's why Elder Scrolls is so popular. That's why Fallout was so popular, because it's kind of like playing a single player MMO. Well, maybe Fallout to a lesser extent, but definitely Elder Scrolls though. Oh man. My favorite thing about starting any new game though is just finding out how we're gonna break stuff. That's usually how it comes down. I remember when I first played Octopath Traveler and I finished my first level 4, chapter 4 boss, and I thought this was, oh man, it's so challenging. But my prediction was that in a week we'd have something to break the game. It turns out it took like 3 days after the fact. It was like, oh yeah, we can break the game now. The waifu wars will shift when when Golden comes out. Well, seriously though, I really stand by it when I say that I hope that the rare blades will make a reappearance. It doesn't have to happen, but I'd love it if that happens. Like, I'd love it if that happens. This is a very fun game. Very, very technical. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do I do? There's literally nothing I could have done.
You got it after seeing it once. Not bad, kid.
But yeah, honestly, we'll see how that turns out. I really would just love to see the rare blades, because like one of the biggest themes for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 story, at least that I can recall, is the concept of rebirth. So like, what better way to complement that but by showing what their previous lives look like? Because we already get to see that with Bridget. Honestly, I feel like maybe Bridget would end up having a different personality, just because one reason or another. Because like Hugo seems like a very different character from Morag personality-wise. But then again, we don't know. Like, no, this is just my speculation, by the way. There's nothing official about this. So if that's the case, though, it would be really, really cool to see just how different they are. Hey, Tux, thanks for joining us. I'll see you in the archives. Phantom's level 32. Oh, it's Wolfric! I like Wolfric. Honestly, it'd be cool if Araki drew Wolfric. How do I feel about Skull Kid being potentially playable in Smash? I'd be down for it. You know, more Zelda would always be nice. And Skull Kid was one of my favorite characters in the Zelda canon, so that would be cool. Honestly, yeah, like you know, I'd be okay if he wasn't included, but I'd be okay if he was included too. It's I don't know, maybe it's just like more excuse to see more Majora's Mask. That I think that would be my main thing. So yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, in a heart-to-heart, she said she had the same personality. But the thing is, though, as far as we're aware, this would be Bridget's first incarnation. So there's a chance that it might be different. Oh no, not Kamui.
Such an honor, sharing a stage.
Oh, Jin said that? Okay, if that's the case, then alright. I stand corrected. There's just so many cutscenes. There's just so many cutscenes that, like, a lot of the details got lost on me. We all make mistakes. Do you think there's too much Fire Emblem? I don't know. Like, I actually don't mind it. Some people do, but I don't. I don't know about too much. Like, I don't know, because the way that I see about the Fire Emblem characters is that most of the characters that are there, they all play very differently from each other. Like, Chrom and Roy play differently from Marth and Lucina. And then Ike is obviously his own thing. Corrin is his or her own thing. Robin is her own thing, or his own thing. Yeah, so like it's not really about. That's kind of what it is. Actually, is that like I don't really mind size of the roster. What I do mind is making sure that every character is done justice somehow. Because it makes sense that Chrom has a Roy moveset. He has a Roy moveset, but he has Ike's up B. He has Ether. So the thing is, like, it kind of makes sense because Lucina is it's a much faster character than Chrom, whereas Chrom is more emphasis on strength. So yeah, that's basically what it is. So like, it makes sense that they did that, at least as Echo Fighters. But I'd be totally okay if they didn't add more Fire Emblem characters either. Also, Ming Yin, welcome. Yeah, I don't mind the Fire Emblem characters that much. I'm very glad that my boy Snake is back. Oh man, I miss playing as Snake.
Well done.
Alright. Oh, it's this dude. I should have switched Pyro's outfit for the disguise. This freaking dude. I guess we'll watch this cutscene because I like it so much.
Who are you?
That's a heavy burden you have there.
I wish this was a costume. Just a hooded Zeke. No effort, just put a hood. You can actually kind of see that the hood is like a very separate outfit from the rest of his.
Huh? What? Van Damme.
This guy's awesome.
Never seen him in my life.
And they just completely change outfits. Just completely change his outfits. I really like this character though. Like, he turned out much better than I expected him to. Because at first I thought to myself, it was just like, oh, he's a comic relief character or whatever. But then, I think it's because of the way that his voice actor handles him too. The way that the voice actor handled him was really well done. Like, between him and Arena E for Poppy, those are like the two best dub performances in this game. Also, he's using the Sigmund from Monster Hunter as his weapon.
We're good.
No, you see, the dye was in the hood.
Good? No. Wait. Wait, you puppet.
He's actually canonically that fast.
This guy. I'm tired of him already.
Yeah, I was actually kind of thinking that Pandora was going to be mutant in this game, but turns out she wasn't, and honestly, I liked that. I liked that.
I count 2. Lost someone.
Oh, get a load of this. Our beloved mascot, Turtles. Reveal yourself. Turtles? 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 Where are you, boy? Turtles!
Honestly, every character in the main cast could have been the protagonist. Like, I like Rex, but everyone else also could have easily been the protagonist too.
Little guy.
Like, Nia could have been a protagonist. Tora arguably could have been a protagonist. I'd prefer Poppy, but whatever. And Morag totally could have been a protagonist.
Handling a man's turtle.
The animation work is beautiful.
You could have just.
Yeah, the atom thing going
Why
on.
did he go for his turtle instead?
Ugh, what an idiot.
Listen, whatever.
Good Vandom? Oh yeah, I feel like he could have been a protagonist in a prequel game.
Then come at me.
Because he has his own history too. Oh, I love that.
What? Is this guy for real?
Oh, take out that big sword that you're never gonna use. Zeke, you have done well, but unfortunately even you were no match for these constant streams of 25,000. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about how the voice actress for Pyra auditions for Pandoria too? She auditions for a bunch of Rare Blades, but she couldn't remember all of them. But she did say that she did audition for Pandoria and Petroka. She actually could have done, yeah, considering her range, she actually would have been amazing for both of those roles. But I really like how Pandoria turned out in this game. That's kind of the funny thing though, is that like a lot of the time your expectations end up being very different for the characters once you get to like past chapter 7. Because I remember, yeah, for Nia, I didn't like Nia that much when I first met her. I thought she was really, really weird. I didn't like her voice that much because she seemed so much older than Rex, despite the fact that she looked younger. But then I was able to tolerate her around like chapter 4 or 5. But then chapter 7, I was like, oh, this character's awesome. Uh-oh. Shallows! Yeah, it has that really Welsh, that very Welsh charm, which I really enjoy. Because we don't hear enough Welsh people in video games, do we? Or at least not in the games that I've played. I don't know, like, I really, I feel like the only other, like, Welsh character that I've heard in a video game was Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed 4. What does an Englishman have to do with these parts? I'll have you know that I have every right that I have. And I'm Welsh, by the way. It was such... Oh, man. I want to replay that game. That was a good game. Very underappreciated Assassin's Creed game. Like, 2 gets all the hype, but 4, very respectable game. But that's kind of what it is, though. Like, I didn't really like the voice that much until later. I was like, in Chapter 7, at the spoiler point, I was like, whoa, she's actually really, really cool. Same thing goes for Pandoria. Like, I was just like, whatever about Pandoria. But then, when you consider the dynamic between her and Zeke, it's just so endearing and relatable, and I love it, though, because, like, it's weird, because they kind of just rushed it all in Chapter 7. I feel like they kind of just rushed it all in, but I liked it anyway. The fact that, like, her backstory was very akin to Jin. It was very similar to Jin's backstory, in a way, because the whole issue of, like, rebirth and losing your memories is such a big deal to her. Yeah, I guess Black Flag was well loved, it's just that people don't talk about it as much whenever they think about Assassin's Creed. Most people, whenever they talk about Assassin's Creed, they talk about 1 and 2. Maybe 3. I liked 3. Well, maybe I liked 3 because it had tree climbing, which is, like, something that was sorely missing from the Assassin's Creed series. Jin's already in Smash Bros. He's Cloud. I liked, what's his name? Okay, sorry, let's talk about Assassin's Creed for a bit, for a little bit. I really liked, Video Game Donkey's video on Assassin's Creed Origins. I liked it. I liked the game. But it was really funny to hear him poke fun at, like, the feather. It's just, it's like, come on. Just watching him get super hyped over the feather. Although I will admit though, one thing that really does bother me about Assassin's Creed is all that downtime. Like, I don't understand why there are follow missions where you're following characters that are slower than you. Like, come on. We're not so inept that we can't follow. Like, I feel like it should have just been running characters, to be honest, because you're assassins, you run, you steal away into the shadows, that you should have this level of dexterity and the ability to listen to what a person's saying while also focusing on other stuff. Because, like, didn't the Uncharted series do that too? Oh, well. Anyways, that's enough Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I said that it's never gonna happen, but the thing is, though, the reason why isn't because I don't like the idea of it. It's just that, all things considered, it's gonna be extremely unlikely. Again, you have to really put in a lot of thought into the characters and what represents them and what makes them who they are, and then translate that into fighters. Like, you can't just say, oh, Rex is going to do all the A tilts, and then Pyra is going to be all the B specials. You know, you just, like, you could do that, but that wouldn't be doing it justice. And if that's the case, I'd rather they were never in the game at all. But yeah, it's that's the thing. For me, Rel, I'm planning on just, well, like, I already have the expansion pass, so I don't have to worry about that. But even so, like, I don't think I would have wanted a physical copy because it comes out a few days after it releases on digital. And you know me, like, I want to get this game as soon as possible. Oh, Rex is dead. Oh, okay, never mind. Cross it! Yeah, it's funny because I remember when people were complaining that Alucard, not everyone, but a lot of people that I know were complaining that Alucard wasn't in Smash. I would have loved it too, to be honest, but like, I think we should be counting our blessings because he uses the Crissaegrim, okay? The Crissaegrim is not just the most powerful weapon in Castlevania history, it's one of the most powerful it's one of the most powerful weapons in video games. And if people are super salty about Bayonetta mirrors in Smash Bros. Tournaments, wait till you see Crissaegrim mirrors. It's not gonna work. It's gonna destroy the game, is what it's gonna do. Oh yeah, it's Lucian from League of Legends. Alright. But yeah, that's the thing though, is just like, the Crissaegrim was like the most broken weapon in video game history, because it's literally a high damage multi-hit weapon. It's a high damage multi-hit weapon that can be rapid fired while moving or running. So you just like, the neutral game is already completely annihilated by the existence of Crissaegrim. It's just like, yeah, so that's the thing. Not to mention the fact he can turn into mist will be very annoying too. He can turn into a bat, meaning he can fly. He's just too broken, you guys. Just like, he can't be playable. Because he will be unplayable. He'd be like, I don't know, Meta Knight from Smash Bros. Brawl. I guess we can do this, sure, why not? Head to Alethro Ruins. But yeah, no, Richter, I'm very excited for. I actually choked up a little bit when I heard the guitar riffs play when Simon was fighting against Dracula in the cutscene, in the cinematic, and then you see the front of Richter's Richter's vest, and then you hear the little guitar riffs for the beginning of Divine Bloodlines or Bloodlines Bequeathed, however you want to call it. Oh, it was awesome! It was so awesome. Did I finish Bringer of Chaos Challenges? No, I'm too weak. I've beaten one. I've beaten one of them, and that was the... It wasn't even Dino Drama. It was... What's it called? Chicken Heart. I feel like if they added Shadow in the game... Because the thing is, they wanted to dissuade people from using, like, realistic guns. Which is why, for Snake, they gave him a bunch of explosives. Because that kind of I remember there was an interview that they had. Oh, hang on, let me just finish this plot. Oh no, don't use the... Oh, okay, fine, we'll use Pyra. There we go. So, like, I don't know, like, the way that it is with, like, the interview that they had regarding Snake's inclusion, because they didn't want to add a bunch of guns, because that wasn't true to the spirit of the game. But what was true to the spirit of the game was things blowing up. So they give him a bunch of, like, things like C4, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, all that awesome stuff. So, like, so if I feel like they will add Shadow. Like, it seems extremely likely, because they didn't show off his, they didn't show off Shadow as an assist trophy, even though he was already an assist trophy to begin with. So that's cool. Oh, wait, no, break, break, break. Yes! And, so I think in terms of the guns, I feel like his final smash would end up being, like, him driving a motorbike in, like, a demon-infested city. I feel like that would be the thing. Ow, what do I do? Oh, you're gonna shackle me, that's cool. Uh-oh. You know, I do something, but like that's just asking too much. Woo! Am I dead? Go, go, go! Do it! Uh-oh. Oh, Young Link's Final Smash. Good question. Let's see. Because Young Link is most likely going to be based around something Majora's Mask. Oh, do be sick. Fierce Deity Mask. Puts on the Fierce Deity Mask, slashes the dudes a bunch of times. Because the thing is, they're trying to make them more simplistic, but that doesn't mean they don't have to be cinematic, so a Fierce Deity thing would be really cool. Like, yeah, because I feel like Young Link, they're going to be, like, heavily inclined towards Majora's Mask stuff. But I'm pretty sure Shadow's Final Smash, though, will just be him, like, just riding a motor... Kind of like Captain Falcon's, but with a motorcycle and demons. Yeah, like, I feel like, yeah, like something Majora's Mask, I know that much, but I hope it's Fierce Deities. Because, like, it's completely going to be, like, cinematic-ish. It's a very straight to the point. Oh, this Final Smash is going to do a bunch of damage to the person, and then that's it, it's done. Kind of like a special attack. Yeah, I think Moon is going to be for Skull Kid, if he's... No, the thing is, Moon is already an assist trophy, though. So, I think that's out of the question. Super Shadow could also make sense. It would be, yeah, like, it would be very similar to Sonic's. But thing is, though, like, remember, if you're an Echo character, it doesn't mean that your Final Smash has to be the same. No, also we can just do this. You can do it. I think... I think I saw another Final Smash. I forgot which character it was. There was a Final Smash that I saw, and people were really excited about it. I wish I could remember what it was, though. I'm kind of glad. I kind of would rather wait to see what the Final Smashes are when I get the game myself. How do you disengage Draw Mark from Nia? When you beat New Game Plus, you can. Or if you're in New Game, you could just have... You can just bond things to Rex, because eventually Rex reaches the point where he can bond to anyone. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to do a Merc mission. I will quickly grab a drink of water, because I'm feeling a little bit parched right now. I had a coffee, but that's about it. So we're going to send out this mission. You guys can just enjoy this. Do I have an OP build for Bringer of Chaos? It's getting there. It's mainly just driver combo spam at this point, which is fine, but it's just like it'll be tough to do it reliably though. So unfortunately, nothing too official at the moment. We've been a little bit busy with Octopath. I'm gonna use this one. Let's use Akos. How's that for irony?
Say hello to your...
The Who stream Let's Play Xeno 2. You know what? I'll get back to you on that one. Hang on. Let's just let this mission go. I will be right back. Be right back. I mean, if Akos's artwork makes him look like a woman, then he's a very handsome woman. Ooh, fun fact. Fun fact, the term handsome was originally meant for women. Originally, it was meant for women. And I think beautiful was meant for men. I think it was like the opposite, but we just changed it around. Dark Souls Switch is coming. It's in October. Also, sorry, the God, thank you very much for the $2 donation. I promise it's going to go towards something good. I promise. It's coming on. Ah, really? The I was hoping that it would come out in August, is what I was hoping, but I guess I am going to play it on stream. Yes, I will try to do a one-sitting playthrough. Hopefully, a one-sitting playthrough. Wait, how did you know that it's coming out on the October? By the way, yeah, I've been trying to like get a Chrome Katana for Morag with Ultimate Combo, because that is going to be the key to winning Bringer of Chaos. Golden Country's coming out in September. And like September, I think it's September 14th? September 15th? Like mid-September, like much sooner than I expected it to. Yeah, it's like 31, 32 days. Sorry, okay, sorry, Lucky Lucas, you asked, what advice do you have for others? In what way? Like, advice for what specifically? Like, for getting more views? Is it advice for doing well? To win? Because yeah, there's a lot of advice I could give for this game at this point. Mithra style pyro looks so cursed. I like it, but I kind of prefer red hair with short hair. Well, red hair overall is just very nice. I like blondes though. Oh jeez. Do I know Ram Ranch? No, I do not. Well, it's weird because the thing is, okay, so here's the thing that I find about doing any sort of Let's Play or stream. It's easier for me because I'm used to talking a lot to myself. But for other people, though, it might not come as naturally. So one thing I would recommend is maybe bringing a friend that you can easily interact with. I find that a lot of the most successful YouTubers tend to have their friends involved. Dark Souls Remastered. I heard a lot of bad things about Dark Souls Remastered. I do not care personally because it's another chance to play Dark Souls on the Nintendo console. That's all it is for me. And I'm willing to pay whatever price. And I'm willing to wait whatever length, too. Because the way that I see it, like, Dark Souls is like, Souls in general is, like, a series that I'm very, very, passionate about. It's just that, like... Oh, wait. Oh, Fonsamima, whoops! That's... Whoops! Sorry, hang on. I made a mistake. I keep forgetting it every time. Every time I do this. Every time. Oh, concerned about the long cutscenes and what grind to do to include on video versus off screen. Yeah, that's dependent because like it depends. Like how much grinding do you want to do? Do you want to grind to the point where the rest of the game is presentable that you can easily play it? In which case you would do that off screen. Whereas if it's like a very brief grind, because I remember this happened for the Octopath stream. Thankfully, Octopath, it's funny because people complain that Octopath is such a grindy game. If you know what to do and you know where to look, it's actually not that bad. Like it takes an hour tops to reach like, well maybe 2 hours, 2 hours to reach like the ability to beat chapter 4s from level 20. So. Yeah, it's actually not that bad, but again, it depends, like, your plan should be that if you know a good place to grind, then do it off-screen, and then just, like, if it takes a long time and you think that it's going to take way too much time for people to enjoy watching, then do that. Because that's what happened with Octopath Traveler, is that I literally did that grind off-stream, but that was the only time I ever did it, And then, if I wanted to get extra job points to give better support skills for my characters, that was when I decided to do it on screen, and then just talk to people on stream during that. Obviously, if you are doing a Let's Play, you would have to have something to talk about while it's going on. And it's much easier to do if you have your friends with you, or someone to talk to at the time. It's something that I've always wanted to do, but unfortunately, the thing about Let's Plays is that it's such a congested genre of video that I always hesitate to do. I was actually planning on doing one for July, but then I realized, oh wait, well, first of all, the guy that I wanted to do it with was very busy, and second of all, it was just that, like, you know, it'd be just so hard to do that. When Dark Souls Remastered comes out, I'd love to stream it, but I might end up not streaming it and just do a Let's Play of it, because it's something that my friend and I are super passionate about. And it's just really, really funny to just heckle at each other for losing because we're scrubs at this game. We're not, but you know. Yeah, so that's kind of what it is, though. It's like, it helps when the chat gives, like, questions that I enjoy answering. Like, you know, let's talk about, oh, what do you think of the voice acting in the game? That's something I love talking about. Like, obviously, not everyone likes the conversations that I have with people. That's all it is. It's just that, like, there's different topics that people prefer to talk about, or there's some topics that people want to avoid, or there's some topics that people simply just can't react to. It's different for everyone. It's just been announced that Dark Souls is being released in October. Wow, that is 5 months after the due date. Goodness. Well, it's in time for Halloween. You know what? Let's, on the bright side, it's just in time for Halloween, and we'll have plenty of time to play Golden Country. The voice acting in this game, I like a lot. I like the voice acting in this game a lot. For a variety of reasons. I think the biggest reason is just that I don't recognize any of the voices. That was really the biggest thing for me. Okay, so I hate this part of the game, though. This part of the game, I do not like it. I get that they're trying to make it so that, oh, you can use field skills to play the game and explore the world. Cool, but couldn't you have done it in a way that was less disjointed and weird? Because literally, like, you have to take a boat to get somewhere, but then you take another boat to go to a completely different Titan to do this quest. Like, what was the point? Actually, she's Welsh. It's just like, what was the point? Like, what was actually the point in all of this? It's just, it just feels really weird that they would do this, to take this time. They should have just done this in like literally what they could have done is just have this happen on the Ardanian battleship in some way, because the Ardanian battleship was a very, like, it was kind of boring and at the same time frustrating, because if you get lost, you're going to be here for a while. So it's just like, because I like the idea of using field skills to do quests. That's cool. I love that, because it means that your blades get involved. And if you have different blades, then you'll experience the game a little bit different. I love that. Don't change that. The problem is, did you have to do it in such a way that really ruins the pacing of the game? You should have just put it in tandem with Ardanian Battleship. Make the Ardanian Battleship a little bit longer, but have it more enjoyable because there's more stuff to do. That's all. Oh, well. I really enjoy the concept of, what's it called, using, getting random blades, and then everyone has a different rare blade. I love that. That's actually my favorite part of this game. My favorite part about this game is the fact that everyone experiences the game differently as a result of just having a different rare blade to start with. Worst area in the game? I like all the areas. I enjoy all of them in their own way. It's just that the Ardanian battleship in and of itself just felt kind of boring. Oh, we're going here? Yeah, I kind of would have loved more mail blades too. Yeah, we got Florin at least. We got Florin. Isn't that good enough? Alright, see you later, haha, bye. Like, I like the gacha mechanic in the early game, but it's in the late game where I can see why people complained a lot. For me, I didn't complain about it too much, because I was kind of already playing this game a lot as it was. I was already playing this game a lot, so you just get used to it. Like you know, I had no trouble getting most of my rare blades until it came time for me to get my last one. That was tough. I really wish there was more of a pity system. Like, it's like, yeah, the data miners did show that there was a pity system in place. There was the pity system where if you didn't get enough rare blades, if you didn't get any rare blades after several cores, they would give you a free blade, a free rare blade. The problem is that that only extends to a select few. So if you've already unlocked those select few pity blades, then you're not going to get pity anymore. And I hated that. Oh yeah, Florin's male. If you try assigning Florin to a mission that requires a male, he counts towards it. It was really funny when I made that video. It's nice actually. I don't really. I know I don't mean to sort of like depreciate the backlash people get from whenever they put stuff up on the internet, or the negative attitudes, but for me, I've actually never really encountered that much. I actually haven't encountered that much negativity inside of the Xenoblade community. Obviously, yes, there will be people that get salty, but that's not really something that I was responsible for. It's just that they had a bad day. But I never really had that many negative comments, though, which is nice. I really appreciate that. That in my time making videos for any game, I think the only actually truly toxic comment that I ever got was for Splatoon 2. But again, I feel like that guy was just having a bad day. I feel like that guy was also just having a bad day. It's just the typical, I was a fan of this game before you were, therefore I'm a better fan. Because Splatoon 2 was my first time in the series. And the guy decided to be very salty about that. It was just like, wow. So yeah, very grateful for the experiences that I've had so far. But yeah, that'll be about as far as it goes. When it came to yeah, literally anything else though, it's been pretty nice. Like even the quote-unquote negative comments that I've had, you could easily just rationalize them away by saying, well, this person clearly hasn't watched the video, so really nothing I say will change his mind, or her mind. So yeah, it's always that thing. Like, again, I remember saying this was it last Saturday? We were talking about fan bases. We were talking about the Pokemon fan base, actually. Oh wait, no, I don't need this. Okay, let's do this. Oh, Kenai. But yeah, I just remember, we were talking about the Pokemon community, and yes, there is problems with that one, but I remember the thing that I mentioned was that, the communities that people are in, a lot of people, they try, their defense is usually, oh, you know, there's plenty of good people, it's just that they get buried under all the negative people, but I think that speaks far more about how bad the community is, because if it takes if it takes you that long to search through bad apples to find good people, then I feel like that's a problem. And in which case, good people should just disassociate themselves from that fan base. So that's what it is, though. I feel like a lot of people should just, kind of disassociate themselves from that and then renounce any bad things that their community has done. 'Cause I think that's, the most important thing to do in order to, maintain the reputation. Or at least maintain your own reputation, because if you're associated with a fan base, they're going to make assumptions about you. Like Voltron, for example. If people know you're a Voltron fan, you better start disassociating yourself from the fan base at large, because the fan base can be pretty bad. Yeah. Oh no, birdies. Oh, that sounded awful. That sounded awful when they died. It's like, oh man, it's like little dinosaurs.
Well, we took it by force.
They call Pokemon Tekken in German because Pocken's literally the name of a German disease. I had no idea. That's hilarious. That is sickening. And by golly. We'll go Don's View Grotto, sure. Yeah, and that's one of the things too. That's why I would disassociate myself from the fan base. I'm a Fire Emblem fan, but I don't really consider myself, like, really a part of the fan base because, well, and that's the thing too, because the fan base, it tends to have that huge generation gap. I think that's the biggest problem with Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem fan base, is that there's that massive generation gap. Okay, here we go. I messed it up last time. We're not going to do it this time, though. We're not going to mess it up this time. I remember last stream that I messed it up. But yeah, I remember, like it was that big generation gap, which annoys me so much. Because it's just in and of itself, the concepts of I was a fan before you were, therefore you're a worse fan than me, is super nonsensical considering how old these franchises are. Because again, like going to a franchise like Zelda, for example. Hang on, wait. Gotta do this. Oh, okay, we gotta do it manually. It means smallpox? Oh boy. Oh, smallpox. You don't want that. That's not what you want. That is not what you want. That's not what you want to hear your kid asking for next time you're at a Walmart or at a Target. But yeah, so that's the thing though. Like just the concept. Okay, so you look at a franchise like Zelda. I should have set the blade. Sorry, my mistake. Like, okay, you look at a franchise like Zelda, and that franchise has been out for 30 years. More than 30 years at this point, I think. So, to say that you're a worse fan than I am because I've been a fan of that series since 1999 is just nonsense. It's just total nonsense that you would think that. That I would think that. And you gotta call me out for that, because that's just a stupid way to think. So it's kind of like that with Fire Emblem. People say, oh, like, you only like Fire Emblem because you like Awakening and Fates. Well, like, how else do you think people were going to play the games in the first place? Outside of emulating games. And by the way, emulating games is going to be a lot harder to do now than ever before. So yeah. That's the thing that bothers me. Because that's the thing about it. For me, like, I liked Awakening. I haven't played Fates, but I really want to play Fates. I liked Fire Emblem Warriors a lot. Actually, I'll go on record to say that I liked Fire Emblem Warriors more than Hyrule Warriors. Like, I've had a lot of time to think about this, and I think I could safely say that I liked Fire Emblem more than Hyrule Warriors. Cause the DLC model is basically the same as far as like when they released stuff, which was annoying. Yes, they had more original characters. Sure, but honestly, at least the characters that they'd release in the DLCs were characters I'd actually be caught dead using sometimes, that I would be okay with using. That's kind of what it is. Like, the way that progression worked in history mode was a lot better than adventure mode. I like the adventure mode concept, I just didn't like the fact so that they forced you to use characters you never used. So that's kind of the downfall of bringing new characters, because now we gotta relearn all these new things, we're super underleveled. It's just that, like, we don't, like, it just really mashes up my mood that I actually feel like I don't want to play anymore. Whereas with Fire Emblem, it's just like, oh, you get to use only Fates characters, you only get to use Awakening characters for this particular map. But thankfully, there's a good chance you have a lot of good characters from all these different restrictions. Oh yeah, Astro was a good idea. Astro was like the best thing to ever happen to any Warriors game, actually. It's awesome. Honestly, just Camilla. Camilla's made the game for me. I think that's all it is. Just Camilla made it for me. Animal Crossing, yeah, I'd call it a children. Well, it's more of an all ages game, I find. Like, yes, it is geared towards kids, but Like, I feel like it's something that adults can enjoy too. And I think those are the best kinds of games, where it doesn't matter how old you are, you're going to still appreciate it no matter how old you are. Like, no matter what age. Because I love Animal Crossing, and I actually would be genuinely surprised if there was no Animal Crossing game for Switch. Like, I actually feel that... I actually feel that, Animal Crossing is the perfect fit for Switch, because it's portable, and it's all real-time. Oh, dude, remember the Cap and Assist trophy from Smash Bros? That was nuts! That was, like, the scariest thing. He just nonchalantly drives you to your death. Kind of like that, what was it, Galaga? It was like that Galaga creature from Smash 4. Am I gonna play Smash Ultimate? Yeah, it's very likely. Like, people have been asking, and like, it's just that there's a lot of buzz generating around it, so, you know, like, it would be kind of irresponsible of me to just pass it up. Oh, it's my dude, Nearest empty moment. Oh, he's Sardinian. I didn't know that. The new lead director left Nintendo. Honestly, that's actually not like, yeah, it sucks that they left Nintendo, but a lot of the production for New Leaf was done by a lot of other people too. So it's actually not as bad as people would initially assume. I mean, yes, it is sad that the director is gone, but the production for Animal Crossing has always been through different directors anyway. So honestly though, like, as long as the idea is there, I think it's still gonna be okay. Yeah, like, any kind of Final Fantasy. Like, we got Octopath, which is the closest we got to a Final Fantasy game on Switch. So, let's hope for more. I would love Final Fantasy VI. Not even a remake, just a port of the Super Nintendo game. I'd love that. The rock looks weird. Alright. Honestly, like, I haven't played Fates, but I feel like I'd enjoy it. Like, I have a tendency to just make a conscious decision to enjoy things regardless. It's just that thing. I used to be super into, like, looking up review scores. Like, I used to be super into that because, you know, I grew up reading, like, Nintendo Power and seeing that, oh, a game got an 8.5, that means it's good. But now it's just like, oh, it looks interesting, and the concept is interesting enough to me. Like, I'm fascinated by it, so I'll buy the game, and then I'll play it and I'll love it because, well, I had to spend money on this. So, like, if I'm not enjoying it, then that's gonna be a problem. Oh yeah, remember that time where in my very first Xenoblade stream, I what's it called? I recorded the I let the Nopon hot spring cutscene play out, and then suddenly the viewership just completely dropped. Man. Fire Emblem, I like them. I think the very first Fire Emblem game I ever played was Radiant Dawn for the Wii. And that game was so tough, but I love the characters, though. That's essentially why people play Fire Emblem. It's for the characters. The interactions between characters is the reason why you would. And it's funny, because Radiant Dawn is the game that had very little interaction between the characters because they took out support conversations. Which is such a weird thing, because like that's like one of the biggest aspects to Fire Emblem. Like, that's one of the biggest things to Fire Emblem, so I'm surprised they took it out. I still liked Radiant Dawn, though. Lila's somewhere around the elevator. Is she? Ah, look at the map. Go for the goat really quick. Ah, goat. That was like that was one of my actually no, honestly, I'd say that the hot spring side quest with Cassandra, Shiva. Oh. that was doomed to fail. Sorry, what can I say? Yeah, the hot spring was like one of my favorite parts of this game. My favorite side quest, due to the fact that you get all the oh, it's on the other side. What's it called? It's just that it's all on like there's all this like it's this very roundabout kind of way we threw all this stuff to get a hot spring cutscene, and I was really excited because it's a Cassandra quest. I love Cassandra, and then we get what we got, and then Sheba was Sheba was me essentially for this one because she was so salty about it. Yeah, normally I'd switch to Mithra. Okay, cool. We have no launches on our team, though. Alright. Missile Circus.
Wind topple.
Ah, spins a win. There we go. Yeah, I remember being really surprised when I found out that the children character from Awakening ended up in Fates. That was cool. I like that, and I like that they kind of switched around now with the male characters to have children. So I was really excited when I found out that Inigo and Owain would have children in this game. I was like, yay! So they had Ophelia and Soleil, and Soleil inherited her grandmother's hair, which is like, yes. Yeah, no-pawn stone grinding is annoying. But thing is, though, the amounts of no-pawn stones that you get is not affected by difficulty. So if you want, you could go easy difficulty to make things much faster for you. And then you're going to... and then you should be able to profit a little bit faster. Alright, here we go. Small guys first, I guess. Yeah, Fiora's so useful. So, like, Fiora's incredibly useful in situations like this. Because, like, she just clears out whole groups. Really, the only bad thing about Fiora that I can think of is that... The only bad thing about Fiora that I can think of is just that her first auto attack is slower than Obrona's.
Your skills have improved, boy.
I know. I won't use that now.
Oh yeah, that's usually how it is. Oh yeah, well, yeah, grinding tends to do that to you. It does help to have background noise, which I'm more than happy to provide. Oh yeah, like Screw Edge is like the most useful skill in the game because it's fast, hits multiple times, it's crit recharge, and AoE. All the good things that you could ever find in an attack, you'll find it in Screw Edge. Which is why Fiora, in my mind, is one of the best blades in the game. Hey, Mark Min! Welcome! That's true, Obrona has the auto attack speed increase. That's really the only bad thing about Fiora. And it's such a nitpick that doesn't matter. Oh no, it's Parry! You guys were just talking about how much you loved Parry and Fates. I didn't realize the chats were such big fans of that. Okay, the elevator. Yeah, Rex does have to... Rex tends to have that sort of habits of stealing people's girls. Which is weird, because he doesn't look like that. It was funny, I remember when people saw Rex's design and Pyra, Mithra's design, they immediately thought that, like, you know, Rex would just be that guy that's super out of the girls' league. It turns out that never happened. Say that goes for Nia. Perry Perry Literature Club. Okay, what do we got? Okay. It's funny because, like, the thing about Abrono's voice is that it's a very annoying voice, but that was kind of the point. That was kind of the point of that character. I don't mind it so much, personally. I don't know. I guess my tolerance for voices is also a lot different from people. I really like Abrono's design, though. And her Japanese name is Kamui. That winged creature. Only one left is Cosmos. Yeah, you're in there for the long run. Literally just farm all the cores. Also, by the way, whenever you're farming cores, make sure that you find you check the blade skills. Make sure you check the skills, the battle skills of your blades, because if any of them have ultimate combo, you want to keep that. Ultimate combo is the most useful passive for what's it called? For Bringer of Chaos mode. Oh my goodness, cutscene. It usually takes around this long for us to get to Moradin, doesn't it? But yeah, we're not gonna mess up this part though. I remember exactly. I remember I got lost so many times at this part because I wasn't entirely sure of the ordering. Honestly though, like, I'm surprised that they didn't really update the roll system that much of, like, getting blades, because like after a while it's just that, you know, we want these blades, the game's been out for a while, we have DLC, we would be more than happy to just do a side quest that makes us get blades a lot more frequently. Well, oh well, it's different for everyone. But again though, the experience for me was substantially different from your average person because I played this game so much after I beat it that I kind of just got them without thinking about them. With the exception, of course, of Zenobia. I think, yeah, the last 3 blades that I ever got were Dahlia, who I got on New Year's Eve, which is funny because that was actually the same time that I got New Year Camilla on Fire Emblem Heroes, which was awesome. And my dad was around, and he watched that. That was a good time for our family. It brings us all together. And yes, Dahlia was the 3rd last one, and after that was Ursula. And then after that, I remember being super surprised when I saw Ursula, because I saw the silhouette. It's like, oh, it's a big nugget-looking blade. But then, yeah, so like there was that, and then the last one was Zenobia, which is the one. And it's funny because the thing that frustrated me about Zenobia, I think, was because that was the blade that everyone wanted me to do a video on next, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And then when it came to getting the Torno blades, I actually got them all day one because I had so many core crystals saved up. So I got them all really, really easily. I think the very first one that I got was Sever, and then the last rare blade that I got was Mikhail because I didn't know how to get Mikhail at the time. My least favorite rare blade? Yeah, honestly, like, it's probably Gorg. Not because I don't like him, it's just that I can't really find as many reasons to use him. Okay, talk to the Imperial Soldiers. It's just that I don't really have very much reason to use him when I could just as easily use, like, Telos, for example. Exact same moveset, but better in every way. Yeah, see, that's the thing that bothers me. I feel like defensive blades don't really fly well with me. Like, I feel like I'm all about that offense. I'm always about offense whenever I make blades. Or you'll even notice this when I do my Octopath videos, where I'm always about that damage. Like tomorrow's video, for example. It's supposed to be a support class, but it does a lot of damage. Ophelia does a lot of damage. It's just, ugh. It's a lot. Oh my goodness, I need to change up Morag's outfit to her Nile costume. I love that one. Okay, so now we can go here. Okay, upper level. I guess it's here. Yeah, and yet my favorite blade is a shield hammer. Exactly. That's the ironic thing about it. That's the irony of it all, is the fact that my favorite blade is a shield hammer, but I don't like defensive blades that much. I was actually kind of throwing around the idea that when I do my top, like the best blades in the game video, just do a fake out where Cassandra's the winner because she is the best. Okay, come on now. Yeah, exactly. So really, like, Ben Miller, you hit it on the head. Essentially, Octopath Traveler is the kind of game you can easily pick up and play. This one, it can be engrossing. There's a lot of time investment for this one, which is part of the reason why we're still playing it months after, because there's so much DLC too. Like, good DLC, nonetheless. This is like the standard for how DLC should be done, in my opinion. But yeah, there's just a lot of content in this game. But the thing is, though, by virtue of being a Switch game, you could literally just pick it up, play whatever you want, and then put it down to go on with your life. And so yeah, if you like Japanese RPGs, get this game. Like, if you like Japanese RPGs, if you like anime, you'll like this game. Hello, Michelle Lee, welcome. How's your trip going, by the way? How's your the vacation that you did not request going? Everyone say hello to her. So let's watch this cutscene, because people get mad that I skip this one. People get mad that I keep skipping this cutscene.
Oh, it's Shellhead.
Yes. Wait, who's Shellhead?
I like how with the new costumes, Nia and Zeke look like an emo couple.
You will address me as Zeke.
I've heard some people actually ship those two together. What do you guys think of that?
Or the
Zeke and Nia.
And what the hell is a Zeke anyway?
I'd feel bad for Pandoria though.
You may have been lucky last time, thanks to a certain unstable cliff. But this time round, we meet on good old.
Oh my goodness, this guy's just awesome. I love him.
If you think you can run from me a second time,
Yeah, see, that's one of the things too. If you have a lot of, like, I feel like Octopath would be like that one Japanese RPG that you can easily enjoy in small bursts because that's how it's designed.
I've been wondering for a while now, but what's with a cutesy eye patch?
I'm quite glad you asked.
My favorite thing to do in the Discord, or one of my favorite things at the time, was refer to Nia as the quote-unquote the N-word. The N-word. So basically, like, Pyra, you get a picture of Pyra being angry or Mithra being angry, and just caption, "I'm sorry, Rex, but you said the N-word."
He definitely isn't wearing it because he didn't have the gold for a second contact lens.
How poor are you? And are you that short-sighted?
By the by, what business might you have with us today?
I really like this outfit for Nia. I didn't like her, like, I was okay with her, first outfit, or her first new outfit, the pink one, but this one looks so much better. The red on black, man, it's good.
Were you so frightened by our power that you wet yourself, furry ears?
Did I what? You've got a lot of nerve, you one-eyed monster.
Oh my goodness.
Nia, you do know one-eyed monster usually means...
Huh? Means what?
It's, Mithra, why are you blushing?
Shut up.
Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. The entire ensemble, it's beautiful. This is a charming game. One-eyed monster. It's a very outdated term, but it's just funny that they would make that into a joke. That's usually how it is whenever you translate. Whenever you translate something, some jokes won't make sense because it's a Japanese joke or a Japanese pun. You know, like sometimes that you can't translate it directly, otherwise it won't make any sense at all. So that's what they've done here, though. They just go with a one-eyed monster.
You guys are even tougher than last time.
A Morag Bridget close-up would be amazing. First of all, I don't see why that's not a thing. I'd love outfit swaps. Outfit swaps for all the story blades.
Ultimate lightning fury slash max!
That's so sick, but it's just like, why?
Come on, that was the same as last time.
Yeah, from this angle, Mithra kind of reminds me of Pandoria a little bit. 미가른다요.
Can't you do something?
Sorry. You know my element's lightning. I'm not cut out for this.
Oh, it's they're okay. They're okay. They didn't die.
Seriously though, what's their problem?
Kamithra. Yo, man, you'd be an amazing combination. Zeke's terrible luck and Cassandra's good luck. I wonder what. Actually, do you think it would just cancel each other out? That like there's just so much bad luck that it just kind of just goes straight back to good luck. Yeah, he's a Chunibyo. He got like that 8th grader syndrome. Oh man. Zeke is okay. I know what I saw on Nintendo. Let's face it, you guys, Luigi's dead and nothing we say or do will bring him back. Unless... Oh man, I remember making jokes about, because Doom Eternal was given a gameplay demo, or a gameplay trailer, a couple of days ago, and we were all making jokes that the story of Super Smash Bros. Is going to be Doom Guy going into hell to salvage Luigi from the depths. I think there will be like... I don't know if there's going to be like unlocking blades, like with core crystals, but I do know that there will be like the concepts of bonding blades. Because I've seen Adam bond... I've seen a screenshot of Minoth being bound to Adam, so that's an idea. And apparently it's possible to switch elements, which is very exciting. Like it just feels like such a different game. I love that. Yeah, it'd be really funny just to think like Cassandra and Zeke together as like as Driver and Blade, because the whole thing about Cassandra is that she's all bad luck, but then Zeke also has a lot of bad luck. Oh, we're so close to being able to play as Morag. Yeah, okay, so in terms of the difficulty of Bringer of Chaos for this story mode, it's still really easy on the outset. Granted, we are using very powerful blades, but there's a lot of near-death situations, though, where we're going to be, like, close to death majority of the time. So this next fight could be a little scary. Oh, actually, no, this particular fight against Lila is quite frustrating, but we'll see. The second you bind Cassandra Zeke, he just straight up dies. Straight up dead. Alright, here we go. And we're so close to getting a Poppy QT Pie. Like, right when we beat this chapter, we're gonna get, like, a huge boost and everything. So, like, there might be even less near-death stuff happening. Maybe. I'm actually a little bit worried to see how the Jin fight's gonna turn out. Like, at the Jin... I don't know how the Jin fight's gonna turn out, but we'll see. Honestly, it depends on how receptive he is to driver combos. No, it's awful. Yeah, I feel like Jin's gonna be frustrating, but I can't wait. Particularly the final Jin form. That's gonna be great. Okay. This person's fire element. I should be more careful about canceling things out now. Oh wow. Okay. And also Eshma's core could also be annoying. Okay, we gotta figure this out very carefully. Because, well, okay, let's try this again. Oh yeah, well, also, yeah, I feel like a lot of RNG comes into play here too. Oh, because it drains the, Okay, that attack, it drains the party gauge. Okay, let's give it, okay. We have to check this then. Oh, Rex looks so weird. Yeah, that's not gonna... Well, no, we kind of do need that, though. Okay. Shoot, what's it called again? Hang on, give me a second. How's everyone doing, by the way? I meant to ask, but... Is it, like, 7 Cs? What's that one that prevents you from... that reduces the party gauge drain? Because that's gonna be, like, our biggest thing here. Because once she does that attack, it's gonna drain it all. So we need to make this change. Earring of the 7 Cs, was it? Or... Wait, okay, well, let's go with S for 7 Cs. Yes, okay, 7 League... No, it's not, that's 7 League. 7 Cs earring, there we go. Hey, Galactic Warrior, how you doing? And Zumakuzo Minus, thank you very much for joining us. Okay, so we were pretty lucky with the RNG that time. And having Omega Drive is a good idea, just because even though it's not very much build up, at least we have the one. Okay, good. Okay, this is a good start. Oh, okay. That's the nice thing about the level 2 special. And it still drained the ether. We need to like apply more 7 Cs to other people. So look at that robot behind. Okay. Oh yeah, so after this boss, after this we're gonna get Poppy Cutie Pie, which is gonna be nuts. Like Poppy Cutie Pie is gonna make this game substantially easier to predict. I feel like Owain would get an eye patch just because, why not? Because why not? Alrighty. Oh, right, we have to do this. Also, I just wanted to point out, so tomorrow, it's going to be an Octopath thing, an Octopath video, but then after that, oh, well, we're actually, like, kind of approaching the ends of Octopath content. Like, I think the next stream, which is on Saturday, by the way, Saturday, we're going to do an Octopath stream, and it might end up being our last one, depending on how things go. Because we're going to unlock all the final stories, then we're going to try to get the final dungeon, and then we're going to beat the secret boss, and that'll be the end. Which is crazy, considering that most of that playthrough was actually done on stream, which I've never done before. So we'll see how that goes. So basically all I just wanted to say is that once that happens, though, we might be approaching the end, which is good timing because assuming that it takes up to the rest of the month, we'll be in time for Golden Country. So this is actually turning out quite nicely for us. I remember last year there was so many months of waiting for a new game to come out, and I wasn't even sure if we can even generate content from that particular game either. But it's doing well. Like, we've actually done so well this past year, which I'm very, very happy for. After October, so after Golden Country comes out, we're going to cover the heck out of that. I don't know when that new DLC Blade's coming out. It's looking more and more likely that that DLC Blade's going to come out. That new DLC Blade's going to come out in... what's it called? After Golden Country, maybe. We'll see, though. But yeah, that's going to like be, what, like maybe 4 or 5 more videos that we can do, which will be fun. And then some build videos too, sure. Because it's such a different looking game, so I feel like that could lend itself potentially to more stuff. But for just moving forward though, like October, like Dark Souls Remastered is coming out for the Switch, I guess. So I'll still play that, probably for stream. Maybe not for a video series. I'd love to do it for a video series though. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Actually, the thing is, though, I wouldn't mind video series, but like the amount of time that it takes to edit these kinds of things too, I don't know if I'll have the time. I might actually just ask someone to do the editing for me if they're kind enough to do that. I don't know. I'll have to look people up. Hey, Shori Blaze Blue, thank you very much for joining us. What do you think about the Starseer class? Okay, so here's the thing about the Starseer class. I mentioned it in tomorrow's video, but since you're kind enough to be here right now, I'll say it right now. The way that I feel about the Starseer is that I don't really like the class in and of itself. Like, BP boost, cool, but honestly, donate BP and Doter's Charity with the Revitalizing Jam works just as well. The counter ability isn't really fun, because it's literally eye for an eye but for the party, so that's not fun. Like, all the support skills, shooting stars is pretty strong, but, like, whatever. I mean, like, it's one spell, yay. It's not even, like, a very fascinating spell. So there's that. But the support skills. The support skills are the best. The best support skills in the entire game, and that's why you want to use a Starseer. BP Eater, boost starts, all good. All very, very good. So that's kind of how I feel about Starseer, is that, like, yeah, maybe not the class itself, but the passives that it gives you, totally down for that nonsense. Switch to Mithra, switch to Mithra, I cannot. 'Tis impossible. This is a fun boss, I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Like, this thing dies before I can even get a level 3 combo. Hey, Barbosa, thanks very much for joining us. Do I have the Pyro Pro Controller? I'd love to have that, but unfortunately no such thing has transpired. I'd love to, though. Yeah, Starseer on Cyrus is probably the best for, like, doing damage with shooting stars. And it works if you want to use Primrose as a sorcerer. But yeah, I know. Basically, Starseer on a staff user is the best bet. So tomorrow, it's going to be Ophelia as a Starseer. But the thing is, like, for good for a support character, yeah, sure. If you want, you can do that. But I feel like Primrose has great offensive capabilities. So, like, yeah, it's up to you. Also, remember how happy I was when I saw this cutscene, because that meant Morak joins the party?
What?
I'll see at this. It's too bad he didn't stick to his little, Wait, no, wait, I switched out, though. Whoops. Perdido. I kind of wish Perdido had more going for him in terms of being a blade, but it's alright.
The other's a master defense. It's like taking on a small ally.
Like, I feel like Perdido was my favorite out of all the Tornablades, design-wise.
I analyzed the structural integrity.
It's like, it has a little, it's sort of a Shiva thing going on.
But we'll have to do it right beneath that crane. Anywhere else is too risky.
Alright, then let's force them over there. Guys!
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Understood!
Here we go.
Yeah!
I just want to see Morak enter, that's all. Also, I love the counterattack music. Like, I'd love it if counterattack ended up in Smash Bros. See, I love this cutscene so much because of this happens.
Flames?
Oh, she's so awesome.
Honestly, did you not say you wouldn't be reckless?
Well, who are the best sorcerers from a Min-Max standpoint?
Thanks, though.
Ah, she's so cool.
The Flamebringer. As if we didn't have enough to deal with already.
Also, it's really great that the people that design, what's it called, the artist that designs Patroka and Mikhail is Tetsuya Nomura.
Of course. Have a little
I really like Mikhail.
Very well. Let's go.
How do you change your outfit? Oh, it's on the Challenge Mode DLC. You have to purchase it with Nopon Stone. Yeah, no, but then, sorry, Morak, but you're okay. Yeah, Mikhail. Ow. Yeah, you really can't waste any time. You really can't waste any time going for chain attacks in this one. I should probably switch to, what's her name? Poppy after this. No, don't do it. That's a lot of damage. Oh, there was no launch for that one? Okay. Pyra, go! Ah, oh, Pyra's so strong! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay, cool. Okay. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Come on, Fiora! Show me why! Prove to me that you're worthy! Uh-oh, uh-oh. No, not Fire Flower! Aww. Oh yeah, the elemental boosted weapons stack. Yep.
I'll bash you up proper next time, I swear.
Okay. Yeah, because most people do end up reaching 999 elemental attack anyway. Okay, let's use this. We don't have Zeke on our team yet. Oh, that's fair. Here we go. Oh, wow. As soon as the fight begins, he just falls. Mick, go to Mick. Oh, he doesn't have any boosting accessories. Okay, is that? See how much easier the game is when you use Poppy? This is like easy mode. See ya! So easy. So easy. Oh man. Seriously, like I can't stress enough just how strong Poppy can be. Why I like her so much. In Bringer Quest you can use Poppy QT Pie. In New Game Plus, as soon as you reach this point in Chapter 4, then you can get Poppy QT Pie, because that's when you get a Poppy QT. Oh man. Okay, so this is usually where we end streams, actually, now that I think about it. Whenever we go through these ones, we usually end up just, like, finishing off the stream because, oh, we're here now. But we have plenty of time still, surprisingly, despite the fact that it's supposed to be the hardest difficulty. Yeah, so if you go New Game Plus, and then you do this part of the thing where you unlock the Poppy QT, then you'll automatically get a QT Pie to go along with it. Which is really, really useful, because honestly, you wouldn't be able to get it otherwise until, like, I think Chapter 8? Alright. We're getting there. We are getting there. Slowly getting there. Oh, okay, wait, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off these blades. And
I wish I could share my luck with everyone.
and katanas.
I hope I won't disappoint.
I think this is it. Yeah. Do you want the extra strength bonus too? Sure, why not?
Don't expect me to do everything for you.
Did you downgrade a level? Yeah, we downgraded our level. We started off at level 99, but we realized that the fights lasted way too quickly to be of any consequence. I want that engaging gameplay, like the engaging gameplay that we're getting right now with Cassandra running. So cute. I want that mask. I really want that mask. It's just a really cool design thing, because when she wears the mask on the back of her head, it's like she has ears at the top of her head. That's just an illusion, though. That's just the illusion. Not to mention that the issue with Cassandra's design, I remember like saying this, that like there's sort of that contrast between her and Crossette. Because Cassandra's like, you know, funerals and bad luck and hexes, whereas Crossette's, like, you know, it's all about festivities. And usually the whole point of festivities, for a lot of cultures, is to bring good fortune, right? So, like, she has the fireworks thing going on, and it works really, really well, considering that's what her specials are for the majority of the time. It's really, really good. I run Telos and Morag, yeah, for chain attacks, mainly. Because Morag has the Golden Opportunity passive, which increases chain attack boost. It doesn't really mean much in Bringer of Chaos. Chain attacks mean very little in Bringer of Chaos. But it is just nice to have in case I do feel like going back. Here we go. I think we're here. Actually, yeah, I usually get lost around this point too. Does it matter which one I take? Let's take this one. Because this is the one that I know. But yeah, I really like Telos on Morag. I think like ideally you would run her on Zeke. It's just that Zeke has a bunch of other blades that he could also use, like Cosmos, for example. He uses characters like Herald. I prefer having Herald on Zeke because canon reasons. Canon. I really hope Herald makes a cameo appearance. I'd love it if there was like a side quest in Golden Country where like Herald and the King of Tantal almost destroy the continents or something like that. That would be sick.
I love this sense of exploration.
Yeah, she's so cute. Like, I could watch her run all day. I don't even mean that in like the creepy, oh yeah, you keep running. Yeah. It's more like, aw. Wish I could have one for a pet. I always get lost at this point too, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, one path is easier than the other, isn't it? Well, I guess there's very little consequence here. Because we are, like, just going to run past most of the people. I want to fight against Eshma's core before the stream is done. Before the stream is done, I want to do that. Yeah, Harold's driver committed suicide to stop her. Well, the thing is, though, I know for a fact that Golden Country will have a lot of dark moments, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like, there's a lot of dark moments. Like, I feel like there would be, like, an objective where, like, you're just constantly losing, and then ultimately the driver just dies just to stop Harold, which is like, whoa. I really hope there would be, like, a fun, humorous one for Cassandra and her previous driver. Like a Zeke 2.0, if you will. I guess has a really nice design too, that pointy hat. That pointy hat and the white and pink coloring. Yeah, probably not during the Aegis War. There's a lot of things that I actually like don't know very much about the continuity, because I tend to skip these cutscenes after playing it for the first time. But still, it's gonna be cool. It'll be really, really cool. I'm glad you like the video. I always appreciate when people like mention, like, oh, I like that video that you did. It's nice. It's nice because it's weird because, you know, initially I don't go in because I want people to watch my stuff, but, you know, how many views something does generate does tend to be a factor, because this is just like we want to do the right thing. We want to do the thing that people would be most pleased by, and that's reflected by how many views a thing gets. So obviously, like, if I think something isn't going to appeal to a lot of people, that I want to make sure that we don't waste any time on that when we could just as easily be doing something else that's a lot more appealing to people. No, the Coca-Cola, the difficulties do not affect the reward. So you can go on easy, and you'll get the exact same rewards that you get on Bringer of Chaos. But I think one of the biggest videos that I really enjoy hearing from people about was, I think it was probably the Breath of the Wild's equipment video. It's really funny because to this day that is still like my most commented on video, I think. And I remember, like, it's so funny how divisive the reactions are, because some people are saying that this is easy, this is so stupid, why would you make this? Or, oh, come on, this is too hard, why do you expect us to do this? You're just showing off at this point. You really can't win. And I like that, though, because it's a nice baseline for me to recognize that, like, there's gonna be good comments and bad comments, and it's important to take account of both. It's not, you know, I don't like I never like the notion of, oh, ignore the haters, you know? No, because the haters have something to say. They have something to say. They might not word it properly, and if you take it too close to heart, then that's a problem. That's a completely different problem altogether. But they do have something to say that should drive you to improve what you do, and I think that's the most important thing. But yeah, that's kind of how it is, though. Is it's like, yeah, for anyone that's trying to get into YouTube, that's kind of my first advice, is that don't be afraid of reading comments. Like, it's intimidating. It's very intimidating to read comments because no one feels obligated to be nice to you on the internet, and that's just how it goes. But the thing is, though, that's how you grow as a person. It's important. I feel like it's more important to develop a thick skin for these kinds of things. That, like, and it goes both ways for me anyway. It goes both ways in that, like, you shouldn't let bad comments get to your head, but you shouldn't let good comments get to your head either. You should use good comments to drive you, to continue to encourage you to do stuff, but you shouldn't think that you have an amazing reputation all of a sudden that you can't be wrong. Yeah, that's kind of my advice for a lot of YouTubers, or people that want to get into YouTube. Oh, and also another big thing that I want to let you guys know about YouTube. If you're gaining some traction, don't join a network. Don't join a network. It's like, if I were to describe it like something, I would describe it like, yeah, just like I would describe networks as like you're doing a school project, and you're doing all the work, but then everyone gets the exact same grade. It's supposed to be like a cooperative effort. People expect it to be a cooperative effort, but it ends up just being one person's obviously pulling way more weight than everyone else, and that sucks. I like the music in this game sometimes, just that I don't get to hear it, because it always happens in cutscenes, the very long cutscenes. Oh yeah, farming Affinity Max can be really tricky too. Affinity Max 6, particularly. But thankfully, though, it's not affected by, Although, would anyone happen to know if the challenge that you do affects... If the challenge that you do affects what gets dropped? Also, I can't change Mod Egg's outfit just yet. Okay. Oh yeah, and then there was the poppy massaging Tora. Oh man, I really wish Poppy QT Pie factored into more cutscenes. I would have loved that. Like literally, like the final cutscene. I say this so many times, but the final cutscene would have been so different if it was Poppy QT Pie. Seriously, man. Change up outfits. Okay, avant-garde, yeah, sure. Yeah, we don't really worry about that so much. You want to be the M. Bison, or the, You want to be the M. Bison, or the Nile? Where on earth is it? Where's Nile? I don't think I have it, you guys. I don't... Why? Is this... Okay, increased dexterity. Why is it increased dexterity, not increased agility? That's what doesn't make any sense. Yeah, honestly, the game would be very different if Poppy QC Pie was in the cutscenes. The second core you opened Cosmos? Congratulations. It looks so good. Like, I really like it. It was like, I remember how stunned I was when I first saw it in the original Bringer of Chaos stream. Not Bringer of Chaos, Challenge Mode stream. Also, JoJo, welcome back. It looks really nice. It's just... I guess because we're so used to seeing her in the hat. The red one, the M. Bison one, was pretty funny. But I wonder if that's a reference to anything. Because, like, it does tend to be references to past games in the Xeno series, right? So anyways, going back to the whole if Poppy QT Pie was in the story cutscenes, like, literally, like, the fight against Jin would have been pretty hilarious to watch, because, you know, with, like, little Poppy being slapped around by Jin, and being called trash. Meanwhile, if it was like the grown-up Poppy, let's watch this.
Finally.
But then if it was the grown-up Poppy, then it would be like this epic duel between a saber and katana.
You're the...
Hey, Charlotte.
This is my favorite cutscene in the game.
Do you? Come on, out the way.
More like stubborn leech than turtle.
My favorite part about this cutscene is the fact that this is the one that shows you that he's not just a comic relief anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I want to see just how good you are, chum. I've been waiting here for 3 whole days already.
3 days.
You know what? No thanks. I don't pick on idiots.
Well then. Fight
Oh, this will be
me
interesting on
and
Bringer of
see
Chaos.
the idiot.
How did you know that we'd be here?
I'll tell you if you can beat me. You want to join the fun too?
No.
Oh, I have to play as... okay, I can't play as Modak for this one. Why? Okay, fine.
Why?
What a shame.
I guess Cassandra's too
Looks
OP
like
for this
the
cutscene.
illustrious Flamebringer won't be helping you this time.
Thanks for the concern and all, but maybe you should be worrying about yourself. Big tree to your right, big rock to your left, and a cliff right behind you. Which one's gonna get you this time, eh?
This is so silly.
Not today, furry ears. Check this.
I love this. That pose at the end is perfect. And then that reaction is like, whoa, hey, that Morag has.
Taking me seriously yet?
So strong.
Also, if Poppy QT Pie was in this cutscene, it'd be so different.
Thunderbolt Tantal's most powerful driver. And its crown prince.
Crown Prince of Tantal.
This guy?
It is quite the rare opportunity to see his swordsmanship firsthand.
Oh, also Bridget's reaction to this is the best.
This is more like it. Ooh, come on. Yeah, keep it coming.
Just covers her eyes. Oh, I love it.
That's all I get?
I love it.
Fine. Anyway, ready to...
I'm really looking forward to see how Fan turns out in this game, in the Golden Country,
We're only just
because she's definitely going to be playable.
That's us.
I'm right with you. Let's show him what we got.
Yes! Let's see if the Aegis is worth the hype.
Yeah, she's not even like arguably the strongest blade. I think by a decent margin you can consider Poppy the best blade. Alright, here we go. Forgot to give items to him. See ya! Okay, switch to Mithril, go! Oh, no, never mind. It's okay. Okay, yeah, we'll redo that. I made a mistake. I should have
Tora made things a little easier.
hang
for
on.
you.
I made a mistake. I had to switch back to blades because I forgot that this is something that I left out.
Poppy is indispensable.
Actually, I don't even think we'll need alpha for this one. Here we go. Eye of Shining Justice in the fight. Yeah, that would be a GG.
Follow-up charge. Diver combo.
Yeah, just gotta be quick about it. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, did this unbeatable kick in? Yeah, his unbeatable kicked in. Oh, that's crazy. So in Bringer of Chaos, they get unbeatable when they do that attack? Yikes. Controlling Tor in Bringer of Chaos mode? Yeah, it's almost absolute must. It certainly does make it substantially more doable.
Didn't think I'd ever see another driver and blade.
But I feel like it would be borderline impossible if you're just playing a new game.
You're still holding back.
I have a tendency to neglect the archive, but not this time. This time, whenever I talk, I'm also talking to the archive people.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But that's usually how it goes, though. It's just like the
Am I wrong?
That's usually how it goes, though. It's just like for fights like these, you do need to focus a little bit more on your driver combos.
I like your attitude there, chum.
Yeah, he waits until he's level 4.
That's an Aegis's
Because I saw him like clutching his eye, I was like, uh-oh.
Your Highness.
Sure, you pass. I think we can just about let you into the Praetorium.
What the hell?
I've been working
Neil
for
looks so
Imperial
perplexed
for
on
a
that
while
one.
now. A kind of special envoy. They asked me to keep an eye out for the Aegis. Actually, I volunteered to. You know how it is.
No, I
I'm
don't,
jolly
but
sorry
okay.
for testing you like that.
Yeah, but the performance that they had for Zeke in this game is one of the best.
But His Highness has the most awful laxo.
Yeah. I think I got that.
What are you talking about? Everyone has bad days, right?
Oh, he's dead. He's straight up dead now.
Why me?
Oh, man.
There he goes.
Bad luck indeed.
We should do a fan dub for this game. Could I dub Dromark? Would that be fun? I'm a cat. I don't know. just like we should do like we should really do like a fan dub. Just get people together, do a fan dub, and I'll be the Dromark. Pot meet kettle. Yeah, he has like infinite lives though, so he's okay. He's good. He's all good. Right, so this is usually the point where we would end the stream, but I could keep going. I could keep going. We'll get here until we get to Eshma's core, and then the Jin fight, which is gonna be really exciting. Can't wait for that. Yeah, take up Morag. Let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot there's development for this. I actually have not gotten Indoline to full development. Oh, we should probably do some items too. Yeah, I'll take this. And wait, do we have a Glarna? Is that something we can have? Yeah, sure, we'll take this. Same thing goes for these guys. Well, actually, no, Nia's fine. But I do rely a lot on Tora for having cooldowns. I think we're good. Do you need to max out everything? It's more about setups. It's more about setups. We're going like all like driver combo, fusion combos, and when we have Zeke on our team, we're gonna have Nim, who's like the perfect way to balance this out. So we'll see how this goes. I actually feel like we have it down pat, all things considered. I have been able to beat Tyrantite and Kuradil in like less than 5 minutes on Bringer of Chaos with a certain party setup, so it's entirely doable. So I feel like, you know, if the rest of the game is going to be like this, because remember, the final boss is susceptible to driver combos too, so we could totally make use of that. Snow-baked cheese. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. I'm going to eat after this. Have some of that snow-baked cheesecake. What game for Switch would you recommend the most? Breath of the Wild. Definitely Breath of the Wild. Like, one of the best games in recent memory. I feel that that is one of the best games in recent memory. Oh, we should also level down Morag. Alright. But the thing is, I feel like everyone that has a Switch has Breath of the Wild, so that's kind of a moot point. Same thing goes for Odyssey. Actually, no, Odyssey, I believe Odyssey outsold Breath of the Wild, didn't it? I could be lying.
Your audience.
Okay, come on now. Just let me rest. Hey, Maris! Thanks for joining. Hey, at least you're here. Thank you very much for dropping by. I like it when people drop by, even if people can't make it, because, you know, people have lives. And for some people it's a weekday, so obviously they can't make it. Breath of the Wild was 7 mil. Okay. Because I remember for a while, Breath of the Wild outsold the Switch on Switch. Which I thought was really, really funny. Like, it wasn't even counting the Wii U copies. It was like Breath of the Wild for Switch outsold the Switches. Because Switches were always sold out, but Breath of the Wild were never sold out. Okay, is it possible to fast travel back? Speedrun tactics? Yeah, it's pretty good though. Honestly, all things considered though, those are very good numbers. That mask. I feel that mask is watching me. Alright, do I get to reset my stats yet, or is that too much? Oh, okay, so yeah, Twilight Princess sold really well too, didn't it? And I think that game, actually part of the reason why that sold well was because it was for GameCube and Wii. But yeah, no, Breath of the Wild, very, very good game. I would recommend that to anyone that has a Switch. Like, it just belongs to people that have a Switch. That's all it is. Other games include, well, this game's good. If you like RPGs, Octopath Traveler is more bite-sized, which I enjoy. And if you're into, like, retro stuff, it's really funny, though, because a lot of people say that the main charm of Octopath is the old-school charm and old-school nostalgia. I think I could see old-school charm. But when it comes to old-school nostalgia, though, I never had old-school nostalgia, personally. Like, I've played old-school games, but it was never a nostalgic thing for me. I was like a teenager when, I was a teenager when I played, Final Fantasy VI for the Game Boy Advance. Valkyria Chronicles? I've never played them. I've always wanted to play the first one, but I never had the chance. Yeah, there's a lot of indies. Like, people want me to play more indie games, but the thing is, though, is just like, don't get me wrong, that's all well and good, but I tend to focus very heavily on single big games from time to time, because that's how you do good at them, right? By focusing on one game. I feel like a lot of YouTubers, they get burnt out by games because they play so many of them. But for me, it's always like, I'm gonna play this one game, and that's it. Like, that's it. I'm gonna play this one game for a while, and then when I play a new game, it feels like playing a new game. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna fast travel to the inn for this one. Here we are. So that's kind of what it is, though. Is like playing a whole bunch of games, I'd feel burnt out, and anyone would feel burnt out, though. And it's like I don't want that to happen, because the thing about being on YouTube too that I've noticed, and something I want to kind of let you guys know, is that if you stop making videos for a few weeks, you're gonna get into a habit of it. You'll feel like you'll stagnate, and then you'll like have less and less motivation to go back, and that's something that I really want to avoid. So, like, I tend to upload, like, at least twice a week, if I can. Of course, with Octopath, a bunch of stuff came out, and I was just like, okay, yeah, we can totally just work this and work this in. I'm not even trying to overwork myself, either. It's just that I have all these ideas that I gotta put on paper, so it doesn't feel that bad, and it's easier for me. But the thing is, though, once you're in motion, you can kind of stay in motion, and it feels good. But then once you get out of motion, it takes a lot of time to kind of get back into that, and it sucks. Hey, Bjorn, thank you very much for your message about Dark Souls, by the way. It sucks that it comes out on October 19th, but to be honest, I can wait. Why not? We'll wait. Also, the Zekinator is here. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, wait. Hang on. I should probably... Because here's the thing. I don't like having multiple blades on one character, though. So... Cassandra. Is October still summer? No, not even close. But you know what? I'll take it. Yeah, it was supposed to be summer 2018. Yeah, Pokemon Let's Go could be interesting. I'm looking forward to that game. I won't necessarily play it for the channel, but in terms of just playing it in general, it could be fun. There's plenty of games coming out this year, though. Like, it's weird because, like, 2018, in comparison to 2017, I know it was a cool down for people that play a lot of games. But man, there's still tons of stuff, especially for the Switch. Like, even discounting the ports, still stuff. And yeah, Smash Bros. Is coming out in December, which is exciting. Okay, so this will be our last boss fight. After we beat Jin, however long that takes, then we're gonna cut the stream short. Yeah, okay, so this game, it's pretty pricey. It's pretty much the full price of a game. So if you're from the US, that's $69.99. If you're Canadian, that's $90. Woo! And then there's an additional like $30 or $40 for the expansion pass. But here's the thing, though: don't let the price fool you. There's so much content in the DLC expansion pass. It's crazy. Like, it's actually very, very hefty, and I love that. But yeah, like, the DLC is totally worth it, if you guys are wondering. Zeke's 99 too. Okay, hang on. Let's level down Zeke. Because I won't feel triumphant beating Jin unless he's also low-leveled. But yeah, it's quite pricey, but it's good though. Like, it's worth it. Like, if you like this kind of game, because that's the thing though, it's not even like with Fire Emblem Warriors where the justification for buying the DLC is because it's more stuff. For this one, yes, it's more stuff, but it's like, it's more different, new quality stuff. And the fact that there's so much post-launch support for this, to this day, it's great. Not to mention that also comes with the expansion pass, which may as well have just been a game all on its own. So yeah, it depends. It also depends on what store you're at. Some retailers sell it for less. But then the MSRP, though, is approximately $59.99. Okay, so that's a heart for Nim.
I'm so sorry. I hope Kip and Sunny's play fighting didn't...
Okay, here we are, final stretch for today's stream, you guys. Haggle's Sword Tip. We're probably gonna have to bond some Wind Blades to us, too. That's true, custom mode makes grinding a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier. I really can't wait to play as Fan in the next game. In the DLC expansion. Okay, Eshma. Okay, there's no effect on the launch. Oh, and no break either. Okay, this will be tricky. No, don't go to sleep, computer. Okay. Weenie Hut Junior mode. But yeah, that's basically what you can do though. It actually makes the grinding a lot easier for some people, which is nice. I've never actually had to do a grinding video for this game. Oh, stun swallow. Come on, come on. Oh, he's gonna empty moment me. Oh, come on, man. That's so frustrating. Like, literally all that time that could have been spent. Literally all that time that could have been spent doing something. With the, what's it called? Go. Go effect topple. Oh, so much damage.
Gravity toppled.
Okay, revive me, revive me! Come on, come on, come on!
Gravity.
Oh, no, but okay, QT's not available now. It's okay.
Excellent.
Really? I mean, really? I mean, really? So annoying. It's just like, because yeah, that's one of the funny things about Jin, is that he just dodges everything.
How is he still moving? Even that Petroka girl couldn't withstand it.
No, it's working. His powers.
Thank you, Camilla. Oh, okay, we're good. Okay, here we go. He's electric, which is a good sign.
Excellent.
Okay, so there's the heat. Now heat break.
Heat break.
Okay, come on, Cassandra, do the topple. Yes. Yeah, and then see, Nim's gonna heal now, which is great. Magic missile.
Heat break. Heat toppled.
Easy. Nice and easy. Yeah, if we couldn't skip any cutscenes, we'd actually be here for the next 8 hours.
I don't get it.
Oh, so interestingly enough, there was a tweet that someone put up, and they compared the moments of Fan dying to the moments of Laura dying, and there's like that parallel of like the way that he reacted was very, very similar. But the person had to take it down due to spoiler reasons, but it was crazy though. The damage that I'm doing is based on the trust level. If you have S plus trust, you're gonna do way more damage. There's a huge difference between A rank and S rank in my mind. I don't even know the official numbers. It's just that I find in my mind that's the main difference. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for today's stream, you guys. Had a lot of fun. We finally got our party down and ready to go. We will continue next Tuesday, I think. These things usually take 2 sittings anyway. I'll both of them go. I bet Cassandra wishes she could join on this nonsense. But yeah, we're going to continue next at another time. And hopefully we'll beat it. This is like the part of the game where it gets really, really exciting. Unfortunately, it takes about 3 hours to get to that part. But I'm really looking forward to it, though. So, this Saturday, we are going to continue Octopath Traveler. We might end up finishing the playthrough of Octopath Traveler for that one. I'll see if I can try to stretch out the... No, wait. Oh, no, I just realized. Oh, hang on. Okay, so think about Octopath Traveler. We might have to reschedule that. Okay. Yeah, no, we have to reschedule, don't we? Because I have something to do on Saturday. Yeah. Okay, do you know what? Sorry, we have to reschedule for Saturday's stream then. We will reschedule Octopath stream for the following Saturday then. And if it doesn't pan out then, we'll probably do it for like a Friday stream. How about that? Okay, so the Octopath stream, there won't be any Octopath stream this Saturday, I just realized. Sorry about that. But the next Xenoblade Chronicles 2 stream will be next Tuesday at the usual time, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Until then, tomorrow, there is going to be an Ophelia Starseer video. Please look forward to it. And there's going to be some more Octopath videos on the way that I'm looking forward to doing. So until then, see you guys later. There might be some more updates for Golden Country coming out in the next couple of days, because we have 32 more days before that comes out, so I cannot wait to be around for that when that happens. Anyways, guys, thanks very much for joining me. Thank you, Archive people, for putting up with my nonsense. And as usual, I will see you guys next Tuesday. So, see you there. Bye-bye. Also, sorry, just shout-outs. Shout-outs to Weirdo for this fantastic piece of art. It's really, really nice art. I like it so much. It's Tubi and Cutie Pie. Tubi is a cutie pie, and Poppy Cutie Pie is, well, herself. Woo! Please enjoy the sounds of Mizuki. I should probably save the game too. I think that's a good idea. But yeah, okay, do you know what though? Just reminder though, for the next Octopath stream, can't be this Saturday. Unfortunately, I just realized I will not be able to do it. But the we'll try for next Saturday. Alright? Hope you guys enjoy. Goodbye! I love this picture so much. It's a good one. It's a very good one. Nice!